Yowza! What's up, guys? How's it going? Everybody, welcome back. Hope you all are having an incredible day today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, you might notice by the title, there's no Yu-Gi-Oh! With this stream today. There has been a massive news drop for Hearthstone, a game that I've been dedicating a shit ton of time into recently, and a lot of stuff is going to fundamentally change in the next month. Gets me really excited to be playing the game again, gets me considering doing a lot more with it. I'm considering doing content. I want to boot up a second channel, bro. I'm stoked. How's everybody doing today? If you came for Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, I will be back tomorrow with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! I think we're going to be doing the Legend Anthology event tomorrow. I think that's going to be the goal. So if you guys want to catch Yu-Gi-Oh! That'll be all tomorrow. We'll be doing that. Today, though, like I said, it's a Hearthstone kind of day, baby. I have a whole bunch of news to go over, all the announcements and everything. We'll talk about them all. We'll get through that, and then we'll just play some ladder. I'm currently in the Legend rank, and I'm killing it. You got to edit your first channel first. Relax! Relax. Not funny. But no, I'm really looking forward to this year for Hearthstone. I think there's a lot of stuff coming out that's really interesting, and it should be fun. I'm going to go over all the news for you guys, and then we'll just get into playing the game. For anybody that cares, I'm going to go over a lot. There's a lot to go over. So if anybody is new to Hearthstone or hasn't played or haven't played in a long time, hopefully I can give you an introduction of what's going on and maybe get you, maybe pique your interest of hopping back on the train. I think the game's in a rough spot right now, but after rotation, there will be no better time to start playing this game. They've introduced a whole lot of things recently, including like catch-up packs. Which will allow players that haven't been playing for a long time to get back into the game with ease. So if this at all interests you, I would consider it. Let's get into it. First thing first is there's a patch that went live today. It's 28.6. 28.6 gives us early access for the first time in Hearthstone. This is kind of a big deal for some people. There's been some people in the community kind of freaking out that it's pay to win or like the start of pay to win. This is the first time they've done an early access where you get 2 promotional cards out the gate. They're not good, though. It's Corridor Sleeper you get. If you pre-order your bundle, you get to play this card early. 1 mana 3/5 starts dormant, and then after 7 minions die awaken. Card fucking blows, bro. Yo, what's up, Kevin? I know a good card game you could play. What's that, bro? Maybe you should tell me a lot about it. But yeah, that's a crazy card. No, this card's shit. Corridor Creeper is completely different. This card is ass. Nobody will be playing this card. I'm sorry, guys. So if you pre-purchase your bundle, you get to play the Corridor Sleepers early, and you get the rest of the stuff here. It's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. This card's not going to be playable. But a lot of people are thinking this sets like the precedent that, okay, now that if this proves to be good, maybe Blizzard will start releasing better cards for earlier drops. Like soon we'll see legendaries that are like only locked behind the pre-purchase bundle. So if you want to have even a chance in the meta, if you need this game-breaking legendary card, it'll be locked behind this. I'll wait until we see it. This is, if anything, this doesn't matter. So, cool. Other things that went live with this patch is they gave a whole bunch of new cards. The gifts. These are all super cute. I'm not going to lie. Every class has a 1 mana card that allows you to discover a temporary copy of one of the most iconic cards of each of the classes. Like Mage allows you to discover either a Frostbolt, Arcane Intellect, or Fireball. Garrosh allows you to give Execute, Shield Block, or Brawl. Malfurion gives you Feral Rage, Wild Growth, or Swipe, which is really cool. That's a card that's coming back into the core set. Little spoiler alert there. They're all pretty decent. Some of the ones are going to be a lot better than others. Like I'd imagine the Rogue one is really strong because a 1 mana card in Rogue for Miracle Strategies is good, and it allows you to not only that, but discover a 0 mana card in the form of Backstab, which is really good. I expect that one to be good. I think Malfurion's Gift is going to be good as well with the Swipe, Wild Growth, or Feral Rage. Those are all really good cards to pull out of it. I think the Garrosh is also pretty good. A lot of utility in there. With Odin being able to discover another shield block is pretty strong, and then Execute and Brawl are just good cards. Who's Rexar, and why is this gift a cute little guy? Rexar is the hunter class guy. He's the hunter dude. So that's why he has a little doggy, bro. Little dog. And you get Quick Shot, Deadly Shot, or Explosive Shot. This one actually is not good. This one's not good, I don't think. All those cards are pretty mid. Thralls looks weak. Bolt, Hex, Lust. Yeah, those ones aren't pretty good either. Yeah. There's a couple of the ones that are just genuinely really good. Like I said, I think Malfurions, Valeras, and Garrosh, these are the top 3 here. I think the rest of them are all okay. This Priest one is so bad. The Priest one you get power... hold on, let me move myself over here, by the way. I just realized all the text is over on this side. I'm kind of covering half of it. The Priest one gives you Power Word Shield, Shadow Word, Pain, or Mind Control. Those are all shit, bro. Those are all awful. Mind Con. Apparently, it's a 9-mana Mind Control, but it's a 9-mana card, bro. Like, absolutely not. No, this card's terrible. Power Word Shield doesn't have the draw. It does. Shield has the draw still. It's not a good card. There's better 1-drops. Minecon Cuss 800. That's Brain Control you're thinking of. Man, get the right card game, bro. You can't even make the right joke. All right. Other things, though. There's a new card here. This one is sick. There's a 6-mana 5/5 Hearthstone Brew neutral legendary that everybody gets. Battlecry, replace your hand with an iconic one from Hearthstone's past. Once per game effect. This is the first once per game effect introduced to Hearthstone, which is a big deal. I think this is like a game warping effect, and I feel like this could be a keyword that gets introduced a little bit more often. A lot of cards end up being really good. The fact that you can fizzle snapshot them and use them again in a game. I think this will be able to balance a lot of cards. Hearthstone Brew in particular, it gives you an iconic hand. What does that mean from Hearthstone's past? There's like some iconic decks that have been snapshotted like 10-card or 9-card hands or something like that. Like Hearthstone Brew will give you a fully loaded Grim Patron Warrior hand with like there's a picture somewhere. I don't think I saved it on Twitter. Let me go see if I can. Got it. Got it. Here's all the unique hands that you can get from Hearthstone Brew. There's a couple of them, but they're all supposed to be like game-winning hands, right? This one here is, it gives you a couple of secrets: Misdirection, Explosion, Wandering, Freezing Trap, and then Cloaked Huntress. Cloaked Huntress is a 3-mana card which makes all of your secrets cost 0. So you can just yam the Cloaked Huntress, all the secrets, and then Deathstalker, Restar. And that's like good late game. If you're going to read this many cards, you could just play one piece. But see, I like reading these cards. Also, they have like 1 or 2 lines of text at most, bro. That's the Hearthstone special. So that's the first hand you can get. You can get the loaded Grim Patron hand. As you can see, Emperor Thaurissan to bump everything down. You get an Execute to take care of anything. And then you have the fixins, right? Deathbite. So like your turn you would be is Thaurissan, Deathbite. Attack with Deathbite. Next turn, Grim Patron, Inner Rage, Whirlwind, Frothing Berserker, Warsong Commander. Unnerfed Warsong Commander, by the way. But yeah, there you go. That'll give you either a Grim Patron hand there, which is pretty sick. Not exactly an OTK, because none of the cards have Rush or anything like that, or Charge. Oh, well, they get Charged with Warsong Commander. So Frothing Berserker might be big enough to kill. This is Q-Block. There's some cute combos with Faceless Manipulator and the Carnivorous Cube and the Skull of Gudon here. Summons a couple Doom Guards, I think 20 damage or something like that. And then Blood Reaver Gul'dan is unbelievable, right? That's a late game card on its own. After you get your Q block outed, you just play Blood Reaver, summon them all back. Pretty crazy. This Demon Hunter hand, I didn't play at the time that Demon Hunter was originally introduced to the game, so I don't know what this does. I know like some of the cards like Metamorphosis makes your hero power, deal 4. I know I-Beam is a lifesteal, gain 3. I know the Skull draws 3 cards. This might be the worst one out of all of them. Unless it's an OTK that I don't see anywhere. Next one's here, a Mill Rogue hand. Of course, Bran, Cold Light Oracle, and Youthful Brewmaster with Gang Up. Double, it gives you a Shadow Step prep. Miserable, bro. That is a late game ender right there. That one would be depressing. It even gives you fucking anti-Keelbot, bro. It gives you anti-Keelbot. That's so silly. This priest hand doesn't ring a bell to me either. I didn't play with Galakron around. I stopped playing at that time. So some of these cards, I don't know what they do. I don't know what the Galakron does. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is either. I don't know a single card in this hand. Not a single card. Same with the Paladin hand here, too. I know Penflinger. Penflinger has like a spell burst where it like pings your opponent. So I imagine there's maybe some kind of like OTK there. And then this is a Death Knight grip. What is this? Just Blood Death Knight. Just like super heavy control. I thought Penflinger was better in other classes. These are based off of like when they were like, these are iconic Hearthstone hands. So I'm sure like there's some type of synergy with Penflinger or something like that. There's a Shutterwalk grip. Yeah, you got the Zola, the Serenite Chain Gang, Life Drinker. The Grumbler. That one's pretty sick. This is just Unholy Death Knight. This one is just like a really quick hand. This one's bad too. I would be really upset to get this hand. This is just a Broken Druid grip. Does anybody know what King Togwackle does? I know Azalina. It might be the unnerfed Azalina. The one that I think doesn't it like copy your opponent's hand or something like that? It's just a free hand. Let's look up King Togwaggle. King Togwaggle Hearthstone. Swap decks with your opponent. Give them a ransom spell to swap it back. Oh, so you like give them your deck and then you you Azal Athena it so they can't swap it back. Does this go to their hand? Does this go to their hand or does it go to their deck? It goes to their hand. How did you get the mana to do all this? Twig? But you need a way to crack the twig, don't you? I know that's wasn't that like the orb used to do it? You would attack for 4 turns? Okay. You're going to lose the game by then, bro. Read Dream Petal Florist. I know what they used to do is they used to crack it with like the generic orb weapon, right? At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of a random minion in your hand by 7. Holy shit. I mean, this card's awesome. If you can cheat it out, I'm sure. Okay, so this is Togwaggle Drew. This looks iconic. The thing is I'm weird. I guess I just don't see how you pull off the combo. Like you're not gonna be able to. You have to play Hearthstone, guy. You have to land this hand, and then you have to last 4 turns to pull off the OTK. Come on, bro. That's not gonna happen. And this land is just Frost Death Knight. Why did they give 3 different Death Knight grips? Florist makes it. Florist is not in your deck though. One for each rune. They should have just picked the best one. Like this doesn't look iconic. Looks like shit. This looks like the best out of all of them. But yeah, regardless, I like the fact that they introduced a once per game effect. I think this card's fun. Unfortunately, it is missing a couple of like really impactful hands for it to be like game breaking. I think it's going to make for a lot of really cool clips. I'm excited to see what people do with Mr. Stone Brew. I'm glad it's not a meta card, because then I think it'd be really frustrating to lose to it. What else we got here? We got a new legendary minion that everybody gets for logging in. So if you like free stuff, you can get a Colifero the Artist. Battlecry, draw a minion, transform all other friendly minions into copies of it. I'm sure there's something crazy with this. I don't know exactly what that is, but instantly things I'm thinking of is like draw into Aonar or something like that. Copy all other minions into Aonar. But this card, it gives me Barnes vibes, kind of. Barnes vibes, but it's really bad because it's 8 mana. So, I don't think it'll be playable, which is a good thing, right? Other things going on, they're going to have a 10-year anniversary event where you can get gold versions of all those gifts and a nice little coin. Pretty sick. And then they're updating the Twist season, too. I don't know a lot of people that have been playing Twist, and this seems fun, but I don't have Twist cards. Like, I would love, love, love to play this and enjoy this, but I don't have any of the decks to be able to play with this, so there's no way I can. What they're doing for Twist is it's called Fast Forward. They're taking it and they're going through every day. They're going to be releasing like a set of Hearthstone and going through history, fast forwarding through history. So they're going to start with Legacy, and then they're going to go into Classic, Curse of Naxxramas, and then they're going to go Goblins versus Gnomes, and then Blackrock Mountain. And that sounds so sick, because like that's what I really enjoyed playing the game. But I don't have any of these Twist cards. I don't have any of these cards to be able to go back and build decks again. What am I going to do? Am I going to go craft legendaries that I'm never going to use again? Absolutely not. So it's a shame that it looks so fun, but I don't have any way to play it. So that sucks. It's literally only playable for collectors. Like, when I was actively playing Hearthstone back in the day, I don't know, did anybody else do this? Maybe it was a bad decision on my part. Whenever a new standard set would come out, or like rotation would hit, whenever rotation hit, my old collection, this was when Wild wasn't even a thing, I dismantled all of it. Every single card that wasn't standard legal, I got rid of it. Because I was like, I will never play Wild. I am not interested in the format, and that's going to be one of those things where it's not paid attention to. So I dismantled all of my cards, and I did that every single time rotation hit. And then I was left with nothing when they said, oh, let's do Twist. And I was like, I'm not buying Caverns of Time. You're not going to let me do that. So, and then Battlegrounds updates. I don't play Battlegrounds. I don't play that shit. Yeah, so that's everything that came with the patch 28.6 today. Pretty exciting. I already collected my free cards and stuff. They also announced a new expansion alert, bro. New expansion. So this expansion is going to come out, and the rotation is going to hit. So it's going to be very, very exciting to play the game. So this is called what? Whizbang's Workshop, bro. The genius and here, let's watch Cora talk about. Let's watch Cora talk about Whizbang's Workshop. Let's get a little gander, chat. Everybody get cozy. Let's tune in, see what Cora's got to say.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cora Georgiou, lead initial designer here on Hearthstone, and I'm here today to welcome you to Hearthstone's next expansion, Whizbang's Workshop.
Whizbang, my man, bro. What's up, Trevor? How's it going, dude?
Place to do that than from within Whizbang's legendary workshop and toy store. This fabulous factory is where all the best toys in Azeroth
Oh my God,
are made.
guys. I'm so sad. I used to have a Hearthstone stress squish, and I used the shit out of that thing, bro. That thing got me through some of the angriest times of my life, I'm sure, and I lost it. And I still wish I had it. My friend Danny got it from a loot crate. When those were popular, he got it from a loot crate, and he gave it to me. Oh, man, that thing went through hell.
And it's the perfect place to kick off the celebration of Hearthstone's 10 years.
Let me know about the volume,
fun.
by the way, chat. Might be too loud.
Whizbang, the master toy maker, isn't playing around. This set has everything Hearthstone. Iconic characters, throwback mechanics, and tons of Hearthstone's trademark whimsy. We'll just take a look at the whimsy meter.
Whimsical! Crazy.
Uh-oh. Anyways, come on. See what everyone's working on inside. Hey, Val.
Oh, hey, Cora.
What you got there?
This is Whizbang's miniaturizer. It's also how we turn all these minions into toys. It's also
Oh my
how
God,
we
reminds me
came
of
up with a new
Webkins.
miniaturized
Yo, did anybody
keyboard.
have Webkins
Whenever
back
you
in the
play a
day?
card with the
Sound off.
miniaturized keyword,
I had
you
a
get
pretty
one-mana,
decent
one-one
Webkins collection.
mini copy of it in your hand. Take this Tigress plushie. Play it to stabilize in the mid game.
Tigress plushie. Get off here. Miniaturize. Oh, wait. New keyword. Miniaturize, Rush, Lifesteal, Divine Shield. 3 mana, 3/2.
and it leaves behind a cheap 1/1 version that's perfect for comboing with buffs later on.
Wait. Oh, so is it like Reborn?
Mini copy of it in your hand. Take this Tigress plushie, play it to stabilize in the mid game, and it leaves behind a cheap 1/1 version that's perfect for comboing with buffs later on.
Oh, it's Reborn, but it's shit. It gives you the card in hand? Ugh. Well, I don't know about that, bro.
Adorable and effective.
And speaking of buffs, Amateur Puppeteer is cool because
What is this one? Miniaturized, taunt, death rattle, give an undead in your hand, +2/+2. So there's a lot of changes that we haven't talked about yet, and there's insane changes with Death Knights and their rune allocation. So this rune is actually really good. 1 blood, 1 unholy. I think Death Knight's going to be annoying, bro. Death Knight's going to be annoying after rotation.
Death Rattle hits its own mini, making it not so mini after all.
That's pretty cool. I think that's a neat card. The fact that it can buff up its own puppeteer.
It's like a 1-card combo.
Miniaturize is a good way to double up on powerful effects.
Like Chia Drake here, which gives you 2
Druid, 4 mana, 2/1 miniaturize, gain spell damage +1 or draw a spell. Okay, now these are the type of effects that make the keyword sick. Now I'm looking and now I'm excited.
shots at its choose one effect. I could never choose just one.
Or a throwback to a classic, Toy Captain Tarim.
Legendary, here we go. Miniaturized, taunt, battlecry, set of minions, attack and health to this minions. Oh, wait, I remember this guy. My man Tarim. He would set everything to it. Setting minions, attack and health to this minions.
Just like the original, Tarim is great on both offense and defense. Buff one of your minions when you play it initially, then shrink an enemy
I don't know. This doesn't seem good enough.
minion with the mini version. That's a figurine with dual use action.
Oh! Ooh, it makes it a 1/1. Ooh, wait, that's actually kind of sick. No, actually, wait, that's kind of fucking sick. Wait, I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
All right, I'm into it.
Oh no, are you okay?
I'm fine. I think we have something for this. See that winding key over there?
Yeah.
Some of Whizbang's toys get stronger.
Is that the
when you line them
wind-up
up.
key?
Oh, okay, like wind-up musician.
Wind-up support? Oh my god, no way! Tradable. Battlecry, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Trade to upgrade. Okay, I'm like, this seems bad. I like the idea of it. It seems bad.
Battlecry deals 1 damage to all enemy minions, but each time you trade it into your deck, the Battlecry deals 1 more.
Right. I think if I wind myself up a few times, I should be able to get back to my normal size. This is gonna take a few trades, though. Maybe you should see what Chris is
We
up
should
to
get
down
Wind
the
Up
line.
Magician again.
Okay, yeah.
Let's put Wind Up
Just,
Magician in Hearthstone.
Squeak, if you need something, I'll be back later.
Yeah, no problem. We are
When are we gonna get
spiders
Exceeds
here,
in Hearthstone, bro? When are we gonna get the extra deck?
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Cora.
What are you working on here?
Well, here in Whizbang's workshop, we're celebrating 10 years of Hearthstone history.
10
that
years,
means
bro.
making sure
Oh my god, I always feel so old talking about it now, bro. Oh man, I love this game.
every card meets our stringent parameters for nostalgia and fun.
Great. How do we do that?
Let me show you. Here we have the Death Knight card,
Lesser Spinal Spellstone. ETC is the extra deck. No, ETC is the side deck, sure it. It's the side deck, bro. Give Undead in your hand +1/+1. Gain 5 courses to upgrade. This seems like ass. I did see they're reintroducing some spellstones to classes, which some of them are really, really good, but this one seems really shit. I'm pretty sure there's Blood Tap, which just makes all minions in your hand get +1/+1, and then you spend 2 corpses to give them +1 again. Yeah, this card's shit.
Spinel Spellstone.
5 corpses is a lot, too, by the way. Well, I mean, no, actually, the Rainbow Death Knight deck right now produces corpse like they're nothing, bro. But I still don't think this is
Oh,
good.
I remember the Spellstones.
Yo,
Spellstones
CBD,
have 3 stages.
1440. Thanks for the
Lesser,
follow, Chief.
medium, and greater. They start as lesser, and they upgrade while in your hand.
Yeah, Spellstones launched before Demon Hunter and Death Knights were even classes in Hearthstone. So now we're making 2 new Spellstones to finish the set.
Lesser Spinel Spellstone is powered by Death Knight's Corpse mechanic and synergizes with all their powerful undead minions.
Yeah,
What do
I
you
don't
say?
think that's good
Does it
enough.
pass the
That
test?
seems way too slow.
On a scale of spells to 1, I give it a greater. Passed.
All right. What do we have next?
Next we have something positively incredible. A 4-mana 7/7?
We've never done that before.
Whoa! So
Incredible
good stat
value
lines.
is a shaman.
Incredible value. Shaman spell, common, discover a 4-cost minion, set its attack and health to I love it. I don't know if it's good, but I like it. Very, very flavorful. I didn't know you played Hearthstone too. I've been playing Hearthstone, bro. I'm in the legend rank. That's how good I am. That's how good I am. Is there good 4-drops? Of course there's good 4-drops, but there's a lot of 4-drops, remember, so.
Shaman spell that lets you discover a 4-cost minion and then set its stats.
Like, there's some of the options. There you go. Cover artist. This would be a shit one. Yo, Crescent, what's up? Will you be my Valentine? 100%. You were the only one they asked so far. How's it going, Crescent? Thanks for the sub. Ogre Gang Rider. This would be a good one to be 7/7, and this one is shit for 7/7, though.
To 7/7.
Who can forget Flame Wreath Faceless?
I remember the original 4-mana 7/7.
I remember
caused
Flame
quite a
Wreath.
stir.
I
Now
remember
we've mixed it up a
Flame
bit
Wreath
and added a
Faceless.
discover effect. Does it pass inspection?
Let's see. 4-mana 7/7.
Has the original 4-mana 7/7 been road baited
for
back?
4
No,
mana.
it hasn't. But
Yep,
there's been
I
better
think
cards.
that'll do it.
There are other 4-mana 7/7s in the game right now that are playable. There's one called Toxic Remover or something like that. It's a 4-mana 7/7 for Warlock that at the end of your turn it destroys the bottom 3 cards of your deck. And then there's another one, I don't know the name of it, but it's a 4-mana 7/7 taunt, and it's a neutral and it can't attack. And those cards are both like really good.
Pass.
Both in Warlock,
All right.
funny enough.
What's next?
Next we have Nesting Golem. Crack it open.
4-mana. Christ.
All right. What's next?
Next we have
4-mana 4/3. Resummon this with -1/-1. It's just Rattlegore. I mean, it's cool. This is gonna be. I think this is neat. Like, this is probably cool with like Death Knight, where you could like spread the death rattle. What? Oh God! Like, imagine you nesting golem and like spread the death rattle to 2 of the plague creators. That seems pretty creamy to me. Infinite board on turn 4. I don't think that's how that works. Hand buff. Oh, no, if you hand buff it, I think it... If you hand buff it, I'm pretty sure it still keeps its buffs.
Nesting Golem. Crack it open and you'll find a smaller version inside.
That's like Rattlegore, right?
Yeah, Rattlegore was a warrior
Rattlegore
legendary
mentioned!
from Scholomance Academy with this effect. Now, Whizbang's made it fun size, neutral, and common, so everyone can play.
Does this one pass inspection?
Yep, this one rattled.
Whoa, what was that? It sounded like it was coming from the basement.
What would you do if
There's
no
a
matter what
basement?
game you tried to open or play, either Master loads up or you get transported into a Yu-Gi-Oh!
That was
TCG game?
great. I can barely hear the ringing in my ears.
I'd find a way to end my life, I guess, bro. What? I can't play anything else except Yu-Gi-Oh! I love this game. Not that much,
Hi,
bro.
Leo.
Hi, Cora.
Why are you in the basement? What are you doing?
Hi,
Definitely
Leo.
not participating in Dr. Boom's scheme. Who in their right mind would do that?
Did you just say Dr. Boom?
That's right. Dr. Boom.
Warrior. Inventor Boom, 8-mana 7/7. Battlecry Resurrect, 2 friendly mechs that cost 5 or more. They immediately attack random enemies. Looks like shit. It goes face. What are we resummoning though? What's the what mech are we resummoning? If you can find me 2 really good 5 Never mind. I figured it out. You can summon Ziliax. That's good. There's also a new Ziliax card announced. So, that's pretty good. And then you play this with Braun, the double battle cry guy. I can see. Never mind. I can see it. The vision is clear.
The real greatest inventor in Azeroth is here too.
Braun, Bran, whoever, bro.
Play him and resurrect 2 mechanical toys. Just be careful. Some of his toys tend to explode.
Master Duel could never get those animations, bro. They could never. Do you know how long it took them to make Ash Blossom do a little prance around a card? They could never, bro.
Wow, he's got quite the arsenal. No wonder things got so explodey in here.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Quite the arsenal.
Oh, that's what these cards
Wow,
do. They make
he's
boom
got
bots.
quite the arsenal. No wonder things got so explodey in here.
You haven't even seen the half of it. We're in here working on Dr. Boom's greatest invention yet. It's got unity, it's got precision, it's got perfection.
Ziliax mentioned!
Ziliax Deluxe.
This card is
3000.
slick. They'll show in a minute. While building your deck, customize your very own Ziliax Deluxe
Has
3000.
anything you want in a card. While building your deck, you pick 2 modules for Ziliax, which combine their costs, stats, and effects into just what you need. Then,
Bro. Oh my god, dude.
pick an art piece to make your Ziliax your very own.
So sick. So sick. Hearthstone, this is so dope, bro. I love these types of cards. But yeah, this is the Ziliax that I was talking about. Like, okay, if this is one of them that I can summon back, I get it. I get it, bro. I understand, right? Like, imagine you give it the perfect module and something else. So they just come out and they, like, heal you to full. Crazy. So yeah, this card is
You
sick.
need. Then, pick an art piece to make your Ziliax
Stealth,
your
but
very
no, don't, please don't bring up the Paladin Wind Fury card. I'm mad that it exists.
own.
So there are 8 different modules and 8 different art pieces. There
Which
really
are you?
a lot.
Which are you going with, chat? I'm going with top right. This one be looking like Grand Marg, the Rock Monarch. I'm not lying to you. I think the next one would be actually this one down here. This one looks pretty good too. I'm sending out this guy though, the Grand Marg in the
A lot of
back.
ways to build your Ziliax.
Personally, I like combining the virus module and the power module for a sneak attack.
And Haywire module looks like it would pair beautifully with the perfect
Oh, that's pretty good. 2 mana 4/4.
module for a life-gaining bruiser that cancels its own downside. Maybe you can improve on perfection.
With so many different Ziliax combinations, everyone has their favorite based on their deck and playstyle. Just like how everyone has a favorite ice cream or explosive device.
Yeah, just like that. Let's head back upstairs and ask the others which combo's their favorite. And here we are, back in Whizbang's workshop. We can't wait for you all to join us. We have 2 pre-purchase bundles available for this expansion.
2?
And this time, they include an exciting bonus. A special early access epic card from the expansion, Corridor Sleeper. Get either pre-purchase bundle and you can start playing with it right away.
And everyone,
Excuse me. Everyone can also log in right now and claim their free legendary, Califero the Artist. One of the artist cards in the
Picasso.
set,
I like it,
all
bro.
of which
That's the
have an
Pain
effect
Painter IRL.
Based on a card they draw.
Tyrion's.
Draw a card. Get it?
Oh, wait, I just got it. Oh, my God. Hearthstone dev team so funny. Totally awesome type joke.
Sorry, I guess I'll brush up on my puns.
Oh, my God, shut up.
And don't forget, we're celebrating Hearthstone's 10th year all year long, starting now with even more login gifts. Each class gets 1 gift spell, a card that lets them discover from 3 of their iconic class cards. Thanks, Illidan. I always wanted a cursed skull.
Oh, Illidan, nice guy, bro.
And perhaps the only inventor greater than Dr. Boom, Hearth himself, is coming to Hearthstone.
My man.
To celebrate Hearthstone's past. When you play him, he replaces your hand with
Look at it! Look at that hand, bro. Look at that Grim Patron Warrior grip.
cards that make up an iconic
Yeah, that guy's dead in 2 turns, bro. Let me tell you.
Hearthstone hand. We heard you like Hearthstone, so we put Hearthstone in your Hearthstone so you can Hearthstone while you Hearthstone.
There's so much to enjoy, and the celebrations begin right now. So jump in and join us. We'll see you in the tavern and in Whizbang's workshop when it launches on March 19th.
Thanks, Cora. Thanks, team. No, ooh, man. I'm so excited. Maybe the flavor of it is like hit or miss for me. I like that they're bringing back like iconic cards and really cool things like that. But I'm just excited. Like, not on top of this with the entire rotation, it's going to be very exciting. There's a lot to go over. Yeah, miniaturize. Okay, I wasn't like super sold on the mechanic at first, but I like it. I dig it. Yo, Mika, what's up? What do we got for the pre-purchase bundles? I will be buying the deluxe bundle. Awesome. What else we got here? So rotation. Perhaps even bigger than the new expansion itself is the fact that there are sets rotating out of Hearthstone. This is a very, very huge deal, as the game is going to have sweeping changes done to it in the coming month. Cards leaving the game as well as cards coming in. And when they started off with announcing the new set is based on iconic cards, they did not be stingy when it comes to reintroducing iconic cards to the game. This looks extremely exciting. I'll go through it all together. I have all this stuff to go over, including the graphics that they give you. So we'll talk about it. Let's hear from the game director. Let's see what they have to say. Greetings, denizens of the tavern. This year we're celebrating 10 years of Hearthstone. That's 10 years of defining the digital card game genre through iconic characters, tall tales in the tavern, new and familiar friends, and lots of fun. Over that time, Hearthstone expanded into a wide range of game modes. As we move into the future, we're focusing on the areas where we can surprise and delight the most players with our absolute best ideas. We're excited to spend all year celebrating the past and future of Hearthstone with you. It all starts soon with birthday giveaways, in-game events, a spicy core set update, and the first 3 lively card set expansions. Then just a little bit further down the line, we'll be launching Battleground Duos. Do not care about that. We're excited to bring this cooperative experience to Hearthstone, where friends and strangers alike can work together to build up each other's boards and take the crown. We saw a great response from the mode at BlizzCon. Blah, blah, blah. The year of the Pegasus is shaping up to be a great year for Hearthstone. To all of our players who champion and challenge the game, we hear you and thank you for being so passionate. I look forward to chatting you in the tavern, bro. Yo, Ugly Sailor, thanks for the bits, bro. Hello, Nyhmnim, what's your favorite Hearthstone deck? I love Shaman a lot, personally. You could even say I'm enthralled. Good one, bro. I love Warrior. Most of my favorite decks are Warrior decks, like of all times. Like classic Wallet Warrior is a good one. I remember a lot of Control Warrior decks, Fatigue Warrior decks I really enjoyed playing. And I enjoy Warrior now. I think a lot of the decks with Odin are really fun to play. I like Odin as a card. So pretty much any Warrior deck. Here's a little spoiler of the expansions coming out. This looks like Whizbang's shop that we got coming out here. Some kind of beach-themed one, bro. And then this one looks like Space or like Celestial or something like that. You should try liking good decks, my man. It's difficult, bro. It's difficult. At least I didn't say Druid. At least I didn't say, oh, I like all of the Druid ones. I like Activate Wild Growth on turn 2 back in the day, and I like it on turn 3 today. Could you imagine? All right, core set updates. Obviously, a lot of things, bro. A lot of things coming out, bro. Oh, my God. Just this graphic alone gives me so much nostalgia. Some of the obvious things coming back. Leroy is terrifying. Why is Leroy coming back into the game? There's Leroy Jenkins coming back in a 5-mana 6/2. The Air Totem returns. They're rotating out the Strength Totem, which I think this is fine. We're getting Spirit Claws back, but I don't think it's going to be nearly as good. Fiery War Axe is back in its original form. A 2-mana 3/2 War Axe. Dude. What's the strength totem? That's the one where at the end of the turn it gives a minion 1 health. Or no, 1 attack. It gives a minion 1 attack. I don't know if War Axe is good. What do you guys think? Is War Axe actually going to be fucking good, though? Or is this like an outdated card? And then, bro, just a card True Heart, too. Let me tell you. The True Heart, a 5 mana 6/4. This used to be a 6/3. I think this used to be a 6 mana 6/3, even. Yeah, I think this is going to be super fun. I think Justicar True Heart's going to be one of the coolest things to reintroduce to Standard. I know it looks scary because Warrior in particular with Odin having a hero power that's 2 mana, gain 4 attack and 4 life is pretty fucking nuts. War Axe, I'm a little bit, I don't know, man. I think Craftsman Hammer has been like a really good sort of like middling card. Unfortunately, like the one place it doesn't serve a purpose in is like aggro decks. But I don't think there's a lot of aggro warrior decks that are particularly good. I don't know. We'll see. War Axe is exciting, though. That's not everything. There's so much more, bro. We're going to get through the rest of this, and then I have all the graphics up here. We can talk about all the changes. So they have the anniversary awards that we talked about. We already talked about Twist. They're releasing an music from the Tavern album. So they're coming out on Spotify with Hearthstone's greatest smash hits, bro. I'll tell you, dude, sometimes I just be jamming to the soundtrack on my own time. You ever just put on loop the deck building music? Banger. Maybe I should do that. Hold on. You guys are about to learn today. Oh my god. Wait. Oh, forget about it, bro. Banger, bro. Can I get some cat jams in chat, bro? Tune. But yeah, they're coming out with apparently like updated tracks and remastered and everything. Really cool. I like it. I'll be listening. Another thing, Community Day is March 11th and 12th. This is always fun because it gives streamers the opportunity to play the set early or like the expansion and everything else that comes with it. So make sure you watch some of your favorite creators if you're involved. I'm just saying, Blizzard, if anybody's got a connection, I'd love to be a part of it. Oh, this would be so fun. I need to start creating stuff first, right? Maybe someday. But yeah, this should be fun. And then they got something for World of Warcraft. If you want to mount, play some Hearthstone, get them out. All right, moving on. Okay, so we talked about Year of the Pegasus. We already talked about some of the changes like Leroy Jenkins and War Axe, Justicar and Wrath Air Totem. They're releasing some new cards into the core set. I'm unsure about them. Maybe you guys can tell me what you think. Nomelia Safe Pilot is a 6 mana 4/2 rush. Also damages Nick. It's cleave. Rush and it's got cleave. Death Rattle, deal 2 to all enemies. This seems interesting. It seems a little bit like highly statted, but like a generic kind of board clear. This is cute. I like this. This might see play. I think Nomelia is strong. Warsong Grunt, rush, 5 mana 3/6. After it kills a minion, it may attack again. This one's ass. This one's not good. And then, yeah, I don't think this card's good. Knife Out Huntress doesn't seem great either. 5 mana 3/3. Deal 3 damage to 3 different enemies, and you pick the targets. I don't think that one's great at all either. And then Footman also doesn't seem crazy. Taunt, adjacent minions are immune while attacking. I don't know if this card's good, actually. The one that I know Nomelia seems really good. Footman, I'm indifferent about. This is one that I think has potential. On like a really good, like aggressive deck, like being able to trade for it free seems pretty good. But I think it even seems like too slow. I don't know. They gave a keyword, elusive. Elusive is you can't target the card with spells or hero powers. So this has been something that's been in the game for a long time with like Fairy Dragon and stuff. But they finally have given it a keyword, which is pretty neat. About time, right? All right, and then now we got all the core card shakeups. Here's everything. Those are adjustments. Here's everything leaving and coming into the core set for these classes. Sorry, we finished the Hearthstone music. I know it was a banger. I know you guys were grooving to it. All right, so there's a whole bunch of changes. This is a really big fucking deal. So we're going to go through all the changes themselves and we're going to talk about them. We'll start with Death Knight. Death Knight has the most cards coming in and out. So we'll see. On the left, I'm pretty sure, is it leaving core? On the right, they're new to core. So things that are leaving the game. We're leaving Marrowgar behind, which this has been something that I don't see a lot of triple unholy decks anyways. So Marrowgar hasn't been something that I've been scared about. Deathbringer doesn't matter, and Bone Digger Geist. Bone Digger Geist has been like okay, I think, as a one unholy. But these cards aren't too sad to leave. None of these top runs here. I would even say almost all of the bottom ones. Patchwork and Obliterate leaving are huge deals, though. Like, these were two, like, really essential blood DK cards. Patchwork is really frustrating, but I hate that card. So I'm glad it's gone, actually. Trishula looking ass. This is literally Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, in Hearthstone form, if nobody's seen it before. So Patchwork leaving is pretty interesting. And then some of the other stuff leaving is a whole bunch of like Frost cards, but Frost DK never really became a thing. So like the entire Frost package is pretty much leaving. And then Heartstrike's another blood card that's leaving, but this one wasn't really played that much. Defrost is like some good draw, but it's fine that it's leaving. Coming into core though, new to core though for Death Knight, they're introducing the Scourge as a permanent part of core here. I don't like Scourge. I don't like this card. This card is like super frustrating because particularly the Primus can like discover it or something like that. Something can discover it. And then it's a really frustrating card to have played against you. Like a discovered version of the Scourge. Especially when it doesn't belong in your rune allocated deck. Like you just feel like you get cheesed by the card. It really is frustrating. But yeah, the Scourge now, I'm pretty sure this used to be... Can somebody tell me, did this used to be a triple unholy? It might not be double. But yeah, Scourge is coming back to core. Necrotic Mortician is coming back to core. This one, unless there's more of a pure undead one, we've seen a lot of undead cards just leave. I don't know if this one will be playable. It used to be triple unholy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Vampiric Blood is returning, which is a big deal. That's like the best Blood DK card, including Soul Stealer and Corpse Explosion and Hematurge. So like Blood DK, after you losing Patchwork and Obliterate, it still has like a lot of really good things working for it, right? Do they still have the 7-mana boss guy that deals 3 at the end of every turn? And that guy's like triple blood? I'm pretty sure he's still in the game. And I don't think he gets rotated out. They get Blood Tap, which makes that Spellstone look even more stupid, right? Like, why are we getting Blood Tap if there's a Spellstone coming out? More Frost DK cards coming back is like Frostworm's Fury. This card's pretty good, and like Horn of Winter. I think these are pretty iconic to the Frost, and even like Marrow Manipulator, right? I think these are all like iconic to the Frost like sort of identity. So it's good that these are coming back. But Frost is losing a lot of tools. So I'm curious to see like Overseer Frigara and stuff like that. I'm curious to see if Frost DK even becomes a thing again. I think we'll be seeing mostly Rainbow Death Knight after rotation. I do feel like a lot of the reductions really benefit just more of a sort of centralized Death Knight list with everything and all the fixins going for it. It's in a good spot right now even. And I feel like after rotation, it's just something that there's to look at. Some other things that matter a lot. Frostmourne is now 6 mana 4/3, but nobody cares about that. That card's not going to get played. Asphyxiate's now generic. It doesn't have the 1 blood cost allocated to it, which is actually a really good deal, a really big deal. This is actually just good generic removal. So the fact that you can stuff it in any Death Knight build now is good. I like it a lot. Swarm Guard also has removed the 1 unholy thing from it. I don't think that one's as big of a deal, though. And Acolyte also, I think, used to be a 3/4, 3 mana 3/4, so it's coming back, but it's nerfed slightly. Yeah, Death Knight, I think, has the most changes out of all of them. It does. But I'm curious to see where it ends up, right? I really think like a more... I think we're going to see a rainbow deck sort of emerge from this to be the best version. Demon Hunter has some very small changes. Leaving Core, we have Flame Reaper, Wrathscale Naga, and Feast of Souls. In every Demon Hunter deck that I've seen recently, these cards have not even been considered. I've not even looked at them twice. They're that bad. So the fact that these are leaving are fine. Returning, though, to core set is Expendable Performers. Summon 7 with Rush. If they all die, summon 7 more. I don't think I've ever seen this card played, but this card's cool. What do you guys think of this card? Wait, this card's like sick. I've never seen this card activated before. Wayward Sage is like iconic outcast stuff, so that's good. And then Umberwing, summon 2 1/1 Fell Wings for a weapon. I think the pick is just insane. The 2 mana quick pick. Very few times I think I'd be picking a different weapon over that. Feast of Souls was very frustrating at some point. Draw a card for each friendly minion that died this turn. Oh, well, I mean, this was a combo, I guess, right? Feast of Souls expendable. Draw 14? Oh my god, bro. 14 cards. That's my whole deck. Demon Hunter, I think, is just going to still be really good. I'm I'm terrified of, like, Naga Demon Hunter. And still with the Blind Sharpshooter. Druid is going an identity crisis. Druid's having an identity crisis. Holy fuck. This is changing the game, bro. We're losing all the Eclipses, which I really liked Solar Eclipse. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of decks that I really enjoy playing with Solar Eclipse. But the big thing, bro, we're losing Nourish and Wild Growth. What the hell? Not technically losing Wild Growth. Keep in mind that Wild Growth will still be discoverable through Malfurion's Gift, the 1 mana card. You can still pick up a Swipe, a Wild Growth, or the other card. I forget what the other card they gave you the option was. So Wild Growth is not like completely out of the game, but Nourish is like a massive deal. Like, I think of a lot of like combo Druid decks or decks built for like combo are based around Lifebinder's Gift, Nourish, and Embrace of Nature right now. Like, I feel like those 6 cards in your deck is a central part of like Druid's identity, getting to 10 mana. And like Nourish, like when you Embrace of Nature, Forge, Embrace of Nature, Nourish, and you gain 2 mana crystals, draw 3 cards, you're like, this is the best card in the game. Like, I just activated the best card in the game. I'm so curious to see what happens to Druid after rotation. We're losing Pounce and Soul of the Forest, which doesn't matter. I don't care about those cards. Coming into Druid, though, we have Greybow, which I don't remember this card. I literally have never seen this card in my life. Taunt Death Rattle, give a random friendly minion Death Rattle, summon Greybow. I feel like this is I feel like we have a card like this right now that's not even that good. There's like a 5 mana Infested Ghoul or something like that. Does the same thing and it's generic and nobody plays it. Oh, it's not Taunt. It doesn't have Taunt. That is kind of a big deal. That doesn't have Taunt. I don't know. I'm reading it and that card's like okay. I wouldn't really think of it first. Park Panther, 4 mana 4/4 rush. Whenever this attacks, give your hero 3 attack this turn. Doesn't seem so crazy. The Jasper Cellstone also isn't that crazy, I don't think. Thick-Hide Kodo, taunt Death Rattle, gain 5. I don't know, it's not great. Panther was really good previous rotation. It depends on how good like the 4 mana slot's gonna be moving forward. Like is 4 mana like I think at 4 mana you need cards that are just going to like push the game in a direction. With the quest, oh well, I mean they don't have the quest anymore, right? Oh, the quest was like giving your hero attack or something like that, right? Wasn't that not one of the good quests? Oaken Summons is really sick, though. This is like the OG Oaken Summons, I'm pretty sure. 4 mana, nature, gain 6, and then summon a minion from your deck that costs 4 or less. I feel like there has to be something broken with this, right? Is the Scourge Illusion... The Scourge Illusionist is generic, right? That's not just a rogue card, is it? There's also like there's a new card, I'm pretty sure, where it's a 4 mana 6/8, and it has taunt, and it has like the choose one where you can either discard 2 cards or pop one of your mana crystals. Like, imagine being able to cheat that out on turn 4 and gain 6 armor and then not have to pay any of the cost to it. That card's pretty cool for Oaken Summons, not gonna lie. Dope. We're getting back Raven Idol, which is sick. But I wish we had what's the guy that allowed you to combine your choose one effects? I miss that guy. Where is he, bro? Isn't it like something Feldham or something like that? Staghelm? That's it. I miss that guy, bro. Bring back the Staghelm, bro. 4 mana 3/5. That's the guy that I'm thinking of. Yeah. I miss him. And then Swipe is now 3 mana. This is massive. Because Druid now has like an efficient board clear, right? Like Swipe plus like, I know this is OG, but like Swipe plus Thalnos is like really good. And I think like Swipe plus some like spell damage or something like that now gives Druid a little bit more stability. The fact that they're losing all their ramp is really frustrating. Like, I know a lot of your turns would just be like, I'm going to activate Nourish, and then I'm going to hope I don't die. I'm going to activate Wild Growth, and I'm going to hope I don't die. This gives you like an ability to at least start addressing boards. Really awesome because Druid did not have any way to address like boards outside of the Reno Jackson as of late. So that's pretty awesome. I think a format with Swipe is going to be really exciting. Druid, I'm really, like I said, I've said it a little bit ago, I'm really curious to see where Druid ends up with all these changes. Hunter is having a whole bunch of changes too. Leaving is King Crush, which when I started playing the game again, there was frustrating builds of Hunter where there's like a card, Selective Breeder, not Selective Breeder, something Companion or whatever. It was like the 7 mana card where it was like summon a copy from your deck. And then, like, if you had Mana Thirst 10, it would summon 2. And I was losing... You would lose a lot of games to, like, the double King Crush. It looks like they're starting to, like, go away from that sort of design for Hunter. But Hunter's going to be really sick. Leaving King Crush is fine. Selective Breeder was, like, an all-around really good card. So I'm pretty upset that Selective Breeder is leaving. Like, I thought this card was just really well-designed, honestly. Other things is some of the secrets, we're leaving Cat Trick and Wandering Monster behind, and we're replacing them with Rat Trap and Ice Trap. I'm going to be honest, those are really exciting. I do think Rat Trap is not great, considering that you also have Motion Denied. Like, those, I think, for the most part, those are going to feel really bad when you discover those ones. But Ice Trap seems insane. This is the first time I've seen this card, and this card seems really strong. When your opponent casts a spell, return it to their hand instead, and it costs 1 more. This card seems slick. Yeah. I think effectively, it's not like a counterspell, but it's effectively a counterspell. I think having that for Hunter is a really big deal. The thing that makes it exciting is Hunter has the 2 mana Iron Forge traps, which is like forgeable and allows you to discover secrets. I think that's going to be really awesome now that you have the option to select like Spell Interruption. I think that's really slick. Other things leaving is Doggy Biscuit, which I've never seen anybody ever play this card in my life. Marked Shot is awful too, and Candle Shot as well. Coming in is Barrock Codobane. This is essentially, what is this? Isn't this just there's like a neutral card that does the same thing, Metronome or something like that? Not that this card isn't good. I'm sure it has a place in some sort of like Hunter build. But they're getting this guy. They're getting Master's Call. This is sort of the replacement for Selective Breeder. Discover a minion in your deck. If all 3 are beasts, draw them all. This could be silly. I could see a lot of decks being built around Master's Call and it being like really, really strong. Like a super heavy aggro build. Just give me 3 like 1-mana dudes and then I'll just play them all. The traps we talked about. We're getting back Lesser Emerald Spellstone, which this is slick because I really like all the secrets that Hunter has. Besides the 2 3-card ones like Rat Trap and Motion Denied, I feel like it's really easy to play around those cards. But Lesser Emerald Spellstone, with all of the new Hunter stuff that's come out, like I think this is really slick. This is awesome. Ball of Spiders returns, which doesn't fucking matter. Didn't this used to cost 5 mana? Can somebody like confirm? Even costing 3 mana, this doesn't matter. And Kill Command. Kill Command's fucking sick. 3 damage if you control a beast, do 5 instead. Damn, they're really bringing back Kill Command. Crazy. I don't know. I always look at Hunter and like, Hunter always impresses me with like how good some of their cards are. Like, some of the cards are just genuinely really strong. Like Tremors, getting the 4/1s can be like really hard to deal with on some games. Yo, Dane, what's up? Thanks for the raid, King. Hope your stream was fantastic today, my guy. Yeah. All right, let's go on to Mage. What's going on with Mage here? Let's check it out. Mage, bro. Leaving core is Aegwynn, which this card I never saw a lot of people really play with it. I think it's fine that this card's leaving. Pyroblast is leaving. Fire Sale and Snap Freeze. I like Fire Sale. I really do. But this, I don't think I've ever seen this card played too. Also with the new, it's now I think someone correct. It's a 5-mana card now. The Inquisitive Mech or whatever. Dragon Ball new cards, PogChamp. Oh shit, bro. Thanks for the sub, by the way, King. My man, dude. Dragon Ball. Yeah, Fire Sale's like neat. I think like the Inquisitive Creation is just a better card at the moment. And I think a lot of decks that are going based on like Hearthstone, like it's probably better. And Snap Freeze is fine too. Kaligos, I think, is now buffed. It used to be 10 mana, and it was shit back then. But Kaligos at 8 mana, kind of fucking cool. I'm not going to lie. I dig it. Flame Strike is buffed, deals 5 damage to all minions now. Again, I think Inquisitive Creation is just significantly better card at the moment. Glyph is insane. I hate Glyph. Bro, oh my god. Does anybody else hate fucking Primordial Glyph? Bro, oh my god. Primordial Glyph. I've seen so many Hearthstone clips with Primordial Glyph being like the main culprit. But like Glyph is so frustrating. I love Glyph. Fuck you. Glyph is so frustrating, bro. Quest Mage is my favorite deck of all time. No, Glyph is petrifying. This card's genuinely one of the strongest spells that I think Mage has ever had. And like I'm likening it to something like Infinitize the Maxtitude, right? Like Infinitize is just good for like control decks and the fact that you can get it back over and over again. But Glyph is just like an auto-include in every Mage deck, I think. It's so good. And Frostbolt coming back? Dog. I'm pretty sure we don't have Ice Lance or anything like that. If any Freeze Mage-S deck becomes playable again, I will be amped because I loved that archetype. Freeze Mage was so fun to play. Infinitize my bum? Shut the fuck up, bro. Man, you guys all think you got jokes today, huh? Mage is exciting, though. Mage has been, I like the course that Mage has sort of found itself in. Like, I dig the Excavate package that people are playing now, and I like that most decks incorporate Sith. I think Sith is a really fun card, and I think, like, where it's at now is really good. But I'm curious to see if Mage can take a different path, going out of expansion and stuff like that, or going out of rotation. Moving on to Paladin. Paladin is leaving behind a whole bunch of garbage, but they're getting some bangers. Look, I could not, if I didn't even want to say a word about any of these cards, I wouldn't have to. The fact that we're losing Lothoxian, Amber Watcher, True Silver, and Blessing the Kings doesn't fucking matter. None of these cards matter. True Silver I will say it's a little bit of a cell shock to see True Silver and Blessing of the Kings, cards that have been out since I'm pretty sure Classic or Classic. It's a little bit weird to see these leave the core set, but fine, because we're getting them replaced with bangers, bro. Lady Leodrin, you can build decks around this chick. Add a copy of each spell you cast on friendly characters this game in your hand. Insane. Awesome card. Hammer of Naru. Battlecry, summon a 6/6 Holy Elemental with Taunt, 6 mana, 3/3. Awesome fucking card. Great card. Hammer's good too. The thing is, it competes with Horn, which I think Horn is one of the best weapons ever introduced into the game, but the Hammer of Naru is really strong. Spike Ridge Steed is so good. Give a minion +2/+6 and Taunt when it dies, summon a Stegodon. Bro, I'm pairing that with Leodrin all day. I know this was really, really strong in Grand Tournament. That's when it came out. But you think about it, in Grand Tournament was a pretty poopy set altogether, right? I'm wondering if this will be playable in today's game. I'm curious. And then Silver Moon Portal is like, cool. Unfortunately, I think that's all I can say about it, is it's cool. I think it's a little bit outdated. I think there's been better cards released now. Like, instantly, Hand of Indal. Like, I think I would always play Hand of Indal over Silver Moon Portal. Hold on, guys. I got a message real quick. Sorry about that. Okay. Priest. I fucking hate Priest, so I don't give a shit about any of these changes. No, I do, because I don't want Priest to be playable. Anything but that. That's a world I don't want to live in. Things leaving Priest. They're leaving Dark Bishop Benedictus. Sure, a lot of the Shadow Priest variants were just genuinely quick. A lot of them I feel like they were easy to handle unless they opened up like Exodia. They opened up like really good hands, like multiple Shadowed Spirit and stuff like that. Remember Joy Buzz? I didn't actually play when Geppetto Joy Buzz. Was that like the card? Was that the card? I didn't play when that was like actually a really good card. I missed an entire period of Hearthstone. I stopped playing Kobolds and Catacomb, I think. That's when I stopped playing the game. All right. They're leaving Benedictus, Draconoid Operative. I like that. Didn't they just buff Draconoid Operative? I feel like this card just got buffed recently. I think Caverns of Time buffed it up. Because this is actually good. This is like, I remember back in the day, this was a 5 mana 5/6, and he was insane back in the day too, when he was first released. Shadowed Spirit, I'm glad. I don't like the Shadow Priest stuff. Holy Champion is literally an awful card. One of the worst cards I've ever read. Shadower Death is leaving, and Shard of Naru. Look, I'm so happy Shard of Naru is leaving. Like, just for like future-proofing and making sure that like Priest is not frustrating. I hate Shard of Naru. This card is so strong. I hate Silence. What an insane mechanic. Yeah, Shard was really good, so I'm happy that it's gone. Included in the set here, this is scary though. I will say some of the stuff being introduced is really, really terrifying. Madame Lazul doesn't matter. This card's really, really bad. Discover a copy of a card in your opponent's hand. Literally, Identity Theft is just better than this card now. Obsidian Statue is really cool. I remember a lot of early Barnes Priest decks utilizing this. And look, the Spellstone, the Diamond Spellstone. Resurrect 2 friendly, cast 4 spells to upgrade. Yeah, brings back memories, Statue, and Spellstone. I'm curious to see what this deck does with that. Of course, you have the Automatons, the Celestial Automatons, which is the 1 mana thing where every single one that you play, it gives it +1/+1. I've seen a lot of decks try to utilize that, but I've never been really particularly scared of them. They haven't been that good. I don't think you would play Spellstone in the Automaton deck. It seems like 7 mana is pretty steep for that. But finding some other stuff... We have to remember also Raw 10 is a card, and Raw 10 is one of those cards that I always read, and I'm like, that card's unreal. That card is, like, unbeatable. Like, I really think, like, some type of Raw 10 build's going to come out with Spellstone and Obsidian Statues and stuff like that. This is new. I'm pretty sure this is from Caverns of Time, and this is the first time they've introduced a card with it like that. Ships... I don't even know how to say that card. 1 mana, 1/2. After you summon a minion, give it +1 health. I think that's good. And like Addy is saying, I think that's really, really good in aggro priest decks. I think something might come out with that. I think that's a cool thing to do, actually. Take cards from Caverns of Time and not be afraid to introduce them into the core set. I'm excited for this. I think this is awesome. Void Shard, Lifesteal, deal 4 damage. This doesn't look like a big deal. I wasn't around for when this card was even introduced. Can somebody tell me if it's a big deal? Is there like some crazy combo priest that like uses Malagos or something? I don't think so. And then we're replacing Shadow Word Death with Shadow Word Pain, which this is like interesting. Not that they played Death. I think there's better removal now. But I do think Pain would be a card that you would see a little bit more use over Death. Because like at the point that you're going to use Shadow Word Death, like I think you're using cards like Cannibalize, the Light It Burns, and stuff like that. Like these cards typically will deal with higher costed stat minions for just a better price. Or like they're just more generically useful. I think Pain being a 2-mana card and dealing with 3 or less, like this could actually be like a decently good shadow spell to play. Like this one could make sense. I could see this one seeing a lot better. I think there were just better cards than Death at the time. So I'm happy to see that change. Sorry guys, I gotta check this message again. All right. Rogue. Rogue's been... I like Rogue. I don't know. I'm a little bit frustrated with where Rogue's ended up now. It's a step further from the initial launch of the expansion Showdown in the Badlands, where Scorpion was genuinely unplayable. But now they've tweaked Scorpion to make it where it's a meta deck right now. And I feel like it's not a meta deck because of Scorpion. I feel like it's a meta deck because everything leading up to the Scorpion is just really, really strong. They had like a really, really oppressive... when they had Shatter Swarmler or whatever it was, like there was really oppressive turn 1 through 3 plays that would just put way too much stats on the board that you couldn't deal with. Like by turn 4, they were summoning like Drilly the Kid as a 4/4, or they were doing Scourge Illusionist, popping it, summon Drilly the Kid, and they would lock up for turn 5 Azurite Scorpion. And then from there, the game's out of your hands, right? If you dealt with the entire entourage of everything early game, now you're stuck with dealing with literally Kabbalah's Tomes over and over again, and all the cards cost 1. I've been on the point where I've gotten nothing but 0 and 1 mana cards from my Azurite Scorpion, and I've been on the side where I've gotten board clears and many expensive cards and won the game off of that. I'm not a huge fan of that gameplay loop in general. I think cards like Velorock and Azurite Scorpion just create really frustrating scenarios where you feel like you lose games that you shouldn't have. But it looks like that's where it's going to be for a bit, because the things leaving is a lot of the secret stuff. And a lot of these secrets really didn't matter. Like Shadow Jeweler Hanar, Ambush, Cheat Death, and Plagiarize. These are all really good secrets here in particular. And then this guy, of course, made the secret thing itself. I feel like we're going to have to see a lot of replacements. Are we going to ever see more secrets? Do you think they're going to like reinvent the secret rogue class? I don't know. I'm curious to see where Rogue settles. But it looks like for the foreseeable future, it is going to just be that burglar type thief that we've been looking at. Or maybe Miracle. And then Buccaneers leaving, but I don't think that's a big deal. I don't think Pirate Rogue's been a thing. I haven't seen Pirate Rogue, at least. Introducing, though, we have Flick Sky Shift, Battlecry, destroy a minion in all copies of it. So this is like a mini Whirlpool. I like this guy, actually. I think this guy's cool as a legendary to introduce. I dig it. You also get Foul Droey Strider. I'm pretty sure this is old. Shuffle 3 ambushes into your deck, and when summoned, they summon a 4/4 spider. This card's shit. I'm pretty sure this card's garbage. Flick is great. Super fun card. That's what I think. It's a really cool card. I dig it. Spectral Cutlass. Lifesteal whenever you play a card from another class. Game 1 durability. So I think this is going to be... I think this is the reason why I'm seeing like Azurite Scorpion or Burglar type decks doing better. Is this seems really good with like Azurite Scorpion. Is that wrong? What do you guys think? I don't know. I get a vibe that this seems really strong that way. Has Lifesteal too? Come on, bro. Well, seems pretty good. Raiding Party returns with draw 2 pirates and a weapon from your deck. I was not around for when Pirate Rogue was playable, so I actually don't know if this deck was like really good. This card seems awesome. Like I read it and it's like it's a +2. Drawing a weapon is typically like really, really good. I can draw in the Spectral Cutlass. Crazy, bro. and then Sap. I'm going to be honest. You guys want a hot take? I don't know if Sap's good. I don't know if Sap's good. And you want to know why I don't know if Sap's good? Is because I look at a card like Canary, which is like the second Excavate tier. I feel bad whenever I excavate a Canary. Like, I'm like, oh my god, like, this card is so niche. Like, I can barely find a time to play this Canary to be able to bounce my opponent's monster. I would rather just remove it. Speaking of removing, there's a card called Kolagharn now. The big dude that, he's like 8 mana with Rush, and he, like, picks up your opponent's cards. It's essentially a sap. But, like, the only time I feel good about playing that card is when I discover it off the Ox. Which, that's for different problems, right? An 8 mana card that, like, saps like that might not just be good on. It gives your opponent back the cards, too. Like, that just might not be good on its own. But I don't know. I'm a little unsure if sap's going to be as good as everyone plans it out to be. I'll put it in an ETC. I could see it belonging in there. Yeah. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see if Sap actually becomes good. On to Shaman. Shaman's losing a bit. The Strength Totem rotating out for the Air Totem is just funny. I like it. I don't know. Iconic Air Totem. I'm a fan of it. Happy to see the return of it. I never really did like the Strength Totem. Other things leaving, though, is like the Grand Totem Eyesore, which I did play a little bit of like Totem Shaman. That was one of the first decks that when I was getting back into the game was really good, so I was experimenting with that. And this card seemed pretty fun, right? I liked it with the 4 mana chick, the stone chick or whatever. That would give all totems +2. I don't know, man. I thought that was a pretty cool gimmick. Having like I feel like that was the first time I saw like the totems actually like go together. I saw like Totem Golem and stuff like that back in the day. So a little upsetting that this is rotating out, but hopefully it gets replaced with something better. Doomhammer's leaving. I don't think I've seen Doomhammer Rockbiter combos since what? Fucking Grand Tournament? Been a minute, bro. Bloodlust leaving is super satisfying because this card, I think, like, for aggro, like, strategies and stuff like that, like, you could, like, look at a Shaman board and be like, I can manage this or I can live another turn as long as they don't Bloodlust me. But, like when they have it, it'd be so frustrating. I don't mind Bloodlust leaving. I'm okay with that. And then Zap leaving is totally fine too. I don't think Zap was ever particularly a good card. This one I just feel bad when I discovered off of Lifebinder's Gift, honestly. I'm like, I wish this was literally anything else. Cards getting introduced though is Kalamos, which is super sick because we've had a shit ton of elemental stuff released recently. My only question is, does Kalamos even keep up? Like I've seen some of the best elementals I've ever seen in my life released recently. Like Scar is actually pretty sick. Like, that's a pretty good card. Kalamos was released. Was it Grand Tournament? Was Kalamos Grand Tournament, chat? And Kalamos was not good back then. But, like, with these new elementals, like, I don't even know if his effects are good, bro. They seem, like, outdated. What are the 3s that he has? It fills the board with 1/1s, which I've never seen a single person use that effect. It lightning storms. I'm pretty sure, like, Lava Blast is another one. And it has something else. So yeah, I'm curious if they... Oh, and the other one heals. I think it heals for like 12. So, yeah. Heal 12, 6 burn, 3 to board, 1/1s. Yeah. See, those all are like... not great. I'm not going to lie. They're not fantastic. It's cool that he's back, though. Muck Pulls is interesting, too. I've never been a fan of Evolution. Evolution Shaman is another one of the more frustrating experiences that I had to play with. I remember, I think it was Mean Streets of Gadgetzan is when Doppelganger came out. And there was like combos with Evolve and Doppelganger. And it was the most frustrating games when you would lose to those because their Evolve would hit like the most insane monsters, right? Sometimes their Evolve would give them the 6 mana 1/1 guy that would summon an ogre though, and you would laugh. You'd be like, nice deck, loser. But it really, really always came down to, did my opponent evolve into the God board? And I hated that. I also hate de-evolution. Even more frustrating than watching your opponent evolve their field is watching your opponent devolve your field. Oh, man, bro. I think that's worse than silence. That one, it's soul-crushing sometimes. Air Elemental's back. This card is, I want to say it's awful. I want to say it's shit. Spirit Claws. This is a big one, though, with, like, Wrath of Air Totem. I watched a clip of someone dying on, like, turn 4 or something like that back in the day because he went turn 1 Spirit Claws, turn 2 Thalnos, and I think it was, like, Trump was playing and he couldn't out it. He couldn't out the Thalnos. So his claws did 9 damage, and then he just summoned some dudes and killed him by turn 4. It was kind of crazy. I don't know if Spirit Claws is that good anymore. Like, I don't know if turn 1 Spirit Claws and then high rolling Air Totem on turn 2 feels as good as it did back in the day. You know what? I'm curious. I'm curious. We'll see if it actually ends up doing anything good. Warlock. Look, I like a lot of Warlock classes. They get me pretty excited. I do like Warlock a lot. But Warlock, all these cards leaving Warlock is very exciting because I do not care about any of them. I'm pretty sure they're all shit. Mal'Ganis was always really cool, but I've never seen people play Mal'Ganis. Like, this package here of Voidcaller Mal'Ganis was good back in the day. I remember playing that back when I first started playing Hearthstone. But when they reintroduced it, it really didn't do too much. I wish they would have did a little bit more with the demons, but it never really came to fruition. So losing Mal'Ganis is totally fine. Losing Lakari Fellhound is totally fine. Voidcaller, Imp Gang Boss, and Fiendish Circle. This one hits home because this has been around since Classic. Like, I always remember seeing Imp Gang Boss and Zoo decks. And then Fiendish Circle, I'm pretty sure I've never seen the Imp Warlock deck actually see play. I think the best card leaving this is actually Abyssal Enforcer. And then even this card's old, chat. This card's like ancient. I'm pretty sure this is, what is this one? This was the, Whispers of the Old Gods, I'm pretty sure. Super old card. Being introduced to Warlock, though, we're getting Archvillain Rafam. Taunt, replace your hand in deck with legendary minions. Is this guy good or is he just a gimmick? I want to say he's just a gimmick. Doomguard's fucking crazy. Getting back Doomguard is so sick. Discard 2 random cards. Charge, baby. Oh! Doomguard. I'm very excited for Doomguard, man. Love it. Dark Alley Pact has also been buffed. It's a 4 mana. Shadow spell. Summon a fiend with taunt and stats equal to your hand size. This seems okay until you realize some other cards in the neutral slot that have been reintroduced. We'll get back to those in a minute. Keep this card in mind, though. Think about the Dark Alley Pact. The one change that actually gives taunt, which is a really big change. We're getting the Lesser Amethyst Spellstone back, which is also really strong. I'm pretty sure this was definitely one of the playable Spellstones. We're getting Bloodbound Imp, which I don't think that card matters. I'm looking at it. You know what? This is one of those cards that I'd never seen before, and I read it today, and I said, wow, that card seems really good. 2 mana, 2/5? Those are the stats of dreams. Like, isn't that like, that's 7 mana worth of stats on a 2 mana card with super little downside. When it attacks, deal 2 to your hero? Bro. I don't know. I read that and it seemed really good, but Zoo Warlock apparently is not in a good spot. Demonic Studies. Discover a demon. Your next one costs 1 less. Depends on the demon pool for this one here. I don't know if this card will actually be good either. 2/5 is terrible, if you say so. If it was 3/5, okay, if it was 2 mana 3/5, I would lose my britches. Warrior. We talked about Warrior. It's one of my favorite classes in Hearthstone. If not my favorite. It is probably my favorite. I love Warrior. And being a Warrior lover, I have got a raging hard on after these changes. These cards leaving Standard do not fucking matter in the slightest. I do not care about a single one of these, bro. All of these. Armageddillo doesn't matter. Dinomatic. Sword Eater was like the only decent card. Sword Eater was okay. Cruel Taskmaster and Woodcutter's Ask. All these cards fucking suck. See ya. Being introduced. Bangers, bro. Deathwing. Mad Aspect. I never even knew this card existed. Battlecry attacked all other minions. People have apparently said this card's pretty good, though. At least what I've heard. Town Crier, amazing. 1 mana, 1/2, draw a rush from your deck. Amazing card. Amazing card. That's a great card. Cargo Guard, 3 mana, 2/4. At the end of your turn, gain 3 armor. I was watching a Lieutenant Eddie video the other day, and he was playing this. Never knew this card existed. It's cute. I don't think it's great. Sanguine Deaths. This is the one where I was like, okay, Cruel Taskmaster and stuff leaving. Look, the fact that, oh my god, the fact that Warrior is retaining their their only location, I think. Their best and only location is so huge. I love it. This is one of my favorite cards, actually, that when I first got back into the game, I played a lot of Enrage Warrior. And this card, like, I really loved it. I loved everything about this card. The fact that it not only can target your minions and buff up yours, but it can be removal for little 1-mana guys. Like, this card's awesome. What a sick card to reintroduce. And then War Axe is one of those that we were talking about. War Axe is exciting. I'm curious to see if it actually has the meta impact that it did back in the day. But yeah, Fiery War Axe back in Standard. Lots of stuff in the neutral slot. Lots of stuff to go over for neutral. And they're all really exciting. I think a lot of the changes for neutral are really cool. So let's go through them. First things first is we're leaving actually behind the retrains of Ysera and Alexstrasza. We're replacing them with OGs. OG Ysera, OG Alexstrasza. OG Ysera has a buff where it now gives you 2 dream cards at the end of your turn. I unfortunately don't think that makes the card playable. The only thing I can see is that if you're playing Highlander Druid with Ray Straza, I'm going to feel some type of way when I'm not receiving the Life Binder off of my nest and I'm receiving the OG Alexstrasza. I think deal 8 burst is, in most cases, probably a lot better than setting your opponent's hero to 15. So, but yeah, I don't see like the OG Ysera or anything being good. These actually, they matter though because it affects what you get from the nest. And I feel like these cards are just strictly worse. Dr. Boom is rotating out. See ya, Boom. You weren't playable, my man. It's been a long time since Gadgetzan. Karen Bloodhoof and its buff state has left too. See ya, Karen. Ziliax is leaving Standard, but that's okay because we're getting the updated Ziliax, and I do think that Ziliax is way more fun to play with. So, Black Knight, sure, I guess this is fine too. Really cool that they reworked this card to try to make it better, but just something that's not going to work out. So, Black Knight, yeah, is leaving. Gadget's an Auctioneer. 7 mana 4/4, bro. This guy, if you weren't around, in the last year, I want to say, Gadget's an Auctioneer has gone into Joker mode. Like, this card has always been a problem in earlier Hearthstone with Miracle Rogue, but there has been some Druid lists that have cropped up in the last year that have just pushed this card to its limits. And that's why it's 7 mana now to play this guy. 7 mana. And on top of that, if you weren't around, this card was banned in Standard. They banned it. They said, you just can't play this card in Standard anymore. We can't balance it. We can't make it cost enough mana to, like, just allow you to play it. So they just removed it from Standard. I'm really curious to see if they revert this now that it's out of the core set. If they, like, start to reduce its mana cost or change it back up. But, yeah. Long time. I can't believe this card was ever in core again. I remember, I think when the core set was introduced, everyone was like, why the fuck is Gadgets and Auctioneer still in core? Crazy. Azure Drake, even through a buff, no longer good, bro. See ya, Azure Drake. Eater of Secrets. So, funny enough, this is like interesting. Eater of Secrets leaving, because I think Secret Hunter might be really good. I think Secret Hunter might have like some legs. So like I think this is the removal of like Secret Tech. Is there any other Secret Tech right now? I don't think so. I think this was like one of the only ones. Razorleaf Applebomb leaving. I don't think these cards matter too much. Rest in peace, the Chillwind Yeti. OG 4 mana 4/5, bro. It's leaving. Times are changing. Times are changing. These ones on the bottom don't matter. Except Tour Guide. I actually really liked playing with Tour Guide. I'm upset that Tour Guide's leaving Standard. I really enjoyed playing with Tour Guide. I think it was really funny to see how a lot of decks incorporated it. The rest of the ones don't matter, really. Cards coming into Standard, though. There's some ones that matter a lot, bro. There are some slammers. Hold on, let me move you guys over here. Get a good look. Check these out. Guys, the cards coming into Standard are so sick. So we already talked about the dragons. Siamat has apparently been... I've never seen this card in my life. Apparently it's been errated a little bit. 7 mana, 7/7 battle cry, gain 2. Rush, Taunt, Divine, or Wind Fury, and you get to pick. Apparently this guy was good back in the day. Like, he seems like a really solid elemental on its own legs. But, like, yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him. I think this is cool. Yo, the one next to it, though. The baddest bitch of all time. Sylvanas Windrunner in Standard. Oh, man. I know Reska is just technically better. I know Reska is technically better in every sense. But I fucking love Sylvanas Windrunner, dude. I love this card. I'm so happy this card's back in Standard. I don't know if it'll be good. Maybe I'm too used to the days of Sylvanas Windrunner coin brawl and feeling like it was the greatest play in the game. But things change. Things change. So yeah, very cool that this card's back in Standard. We talked about Nomelia, we talked about Leroy, and we talked about Justicar. Leroy is still terrifying. There's already been so many things figured out with Leroy that really scare me. Like, Leroy plus, like, there's the 1-mana Warlock card that gives a minion +3/+3. That's 9 burst already for 6. There's Leroy plus Shattered Reflections for Druid. I can't believe that Shattered Reflections ever got released, by the way. What a miserable card. So you just make another copy of Leroy and you get another one for later. Ta pointed it out. Druid, for some reason, has a 3-mana spell that gives a minion Wind Fury and Divine Shield and excavates a treasure. I still don't know how that one passed R&D, but I can only imagine 8 mana swinging for 12 with Divine Shield. God damn, bro. I hate it, dude. What chooses now? Oh my god, wait. Wait a minute, guys. Wait. MC Tech chooses? That can't be right. No way. No way, bro. Oh my god. Yo, that's crazy. I remember this card. Dude, this card used to be 3 mana, I think. It didn't let you pick. But the MC Tech was always fucking terrifying. Now that MC Tech allows you to pick, guys, that's scary. Like, okay, imagine you Bran. Imagine you're playing Warrior and you Bran and then you MC Tech, you take 2. Oh, I don't know, bro. This is going to be terrifying. I think there's some guys saying in chat like it's not going to be as good as you think it is. That's good. MC Tech, even at 5 mana, the fact that I get to pick is a game changer. I'm scared of MC Tech. Cards that are cool though is Mountain Giant and Molten Giant. These are hype as hell. This is OG Mountain Giant too, by the way, isn't it? Didn't Mountain Giant get nerfed to like 25 or something like that? But now that it's back to 20, sick! So dope, bro. And then the Mountain Giant, bro, Handlock is going to be looking creamy. We talked about that Warlock card, Dark Pack Alley. I'm having 10 in the hand at all time, bro. I don't even know what a Midnight Drake is. Not familiar with the card. These are sick, though. Molten Giant and Mountain Giant is so awesome. I can't wait for those. We talked about Footmen. Stonehill Defender. What is it? Not in my jungle. My man, bro. Vicious Slither Spear. If any Nagas return to core, this is a good one to bring back. I think this is just all around one of the better ones here. Vicious Slither Spear. That's good. For aggro decks and stuff to play that. Evasive Worm. I don't think this card's good. We talked about Warsong and stuff. Wandmaker. So I didn't play when Wandmaker was released, but people have said that Wandmaker is like one of the better 2-drops the game has ever seen. Add a 1-cost spell from your class to your hand. I'm like, the one thing that I think of with one cost spell is I typically correlate that to like Hunter. Like imagine getting a bunch of bananas, or imagine getting like the Awakened Tremors. Wand Maker's horrifying. This can add... Oh my god, it can add all the gifts, Emmett Priest. It can add all the gifts. So it can add like... Oh my god, wow. So that if it gives you just like the Malfurion gift, you can get into Wild Growth with it. Okay. Yeah, Wand Maker seems solid. Deckhand is interesting. I think this had to get rotated out with like Crystal Core and stuff like that back in the day. Unfortunately, like we've seen, a lot of the pirate stuff has been switched around a lot. I'm curious to see if pirates end up anywhere on the map. I don't know if they have a home. I don't know where they would really belong. Firefly is cool. Firefly is actually neat. I think this is good for elemental decks because this card actually allows you to like weave out your turns, right? Like a big part of elementals has been consistently playing an elemental every turn. And like curving out your turn that way. So I think Firefly is a really good way to not only get it started, but the fact that you get another one is going to be a lot easier to maintain that sort of curve. I dig it. And then Boulder Fist Ogre for the memes. This is back. I think because of Kingpin Pud. If you play Boulder Fist Ogre in your Kingpin Pud deck, you're a moron. I'll throw that out. I'll end on that. Don't do that. Dude, that's one graphic. Oh my god, bro. I have a whole nother graphic to get through. I got a whole nother one to get through. That's all of the changes leaving and new to core. Now adjustments. Stuff returning to core set and new to core set in general here. All right, there's more stuff, bro. Let's go. Okay, returning to core set. There's a lot of Death Knight cards. A lot of Death Knight because Death Knight is the newest class. They have to keep some of the cards for it because if they rotated all the Death Knight cards out, you just would never be able to play the class. You just couldn't play it. So here's some of the stuff returning to the core set for Death Knight. They have Plagued Grain in a different state. It used to have 3 Unholy. I still don't think anybody will play this card. I think this card is really bad. Army of the Dead being 1 Unholy. This is actually a huge deal, okay? Like, this card is really scary. Like Army of the Undead, I think being able to throw this in a rainbow deck is going to be terrifying. I really think this is going to be good. Deathbringer Sarfong, this card I don't think was ever really great. And then Harbinger of Winter comes back for the Frost decks. Unfortunately, like we saw, Frost got gimped. Frost lost a whole bunch of shit. So, I mean... This is core to the identity of the Frost Death Knight, but they lost a whole bunch of their tools. Noxious Cadaver does not have a rune requirement. I remember looking at this, and I'm pretty sure it was blood. This actually might be a big deal, though, because I think like some Unholy variants or like Rainbow variants will just play this now. Like, now this just feels like a good card to play. Not Rainbow. I guess you wouldn't play it in Rainbow because it costed 1 blood before. No Muncher, same thing. Doesn't require a rune cost. I feel like these might be bigger deals than I'm making them out to be. Metamorphosis now deals 5 damage instead of 4, which is cool. I still think this card costs too much. Battle Fiend, what did they... Can somebody tell me what they adjusted with this, with Battle Fiend? This is Demon Hunter. It says after your hero attacks, gain 1 attack. Did this used to be a 1-2? I think this used to be a 1-2 maybe. Was a 1-mana 2-2 on release, and they nerfed it to a 1-2. And now it's a 1-3. Okay, yeah. So they did give it an extra health point. I feel like a lot of cards nowadays are printed with the 3 health threshold in mind. But maybe that makes it a little more difficult. Maybe attack Demon Hunter or something that comes back. Flame Tongue. Can somebody tell me what's... Oh, Flame Tongue used to be an 0-2, right? This is technically OG Flame Tongue, right? This is how I remember Flame Tongue looking at first. And then I think they made Flame Tongue an 0-2. And now they put it back to an 0-3. So this is fun to see it back in its original form. I like it. Twisting Nether. I think this was actually a long time coming. Destroy all minions and locations. Now that we have... This is sick. I love that Twisting Nether. I love that there's more location destruction now. rather than just Reno. Like, Reno being the de facto location removal really fucking sucks. I like that they decided to include it in just an already good card. So Twisting Nether now removes locations. Big Game Hunter is now tradable. This is so funny. I don't think this card will be good though, bro. even if you can trade the Big Game Hunter, I don't think we'll be back in a game state where playing Big Game Hunter is good. Destroy a minion with 7 or more attack. Isn't that more than what it used to be too? Didn't BGH used to destroy smaller things? No, it's always been 7. If anything, it was 8. Oh, I doubt it was 8. 7 seems right. 7 seems right. Because it could pop Dr. Boom and stuff. That was the big deal. Yo, Kevin, what's up, bro? How's it going? Yeah. Giving it tradable, I think it's a long time coming. I think that's a really neat change, but I don't think it'll make BGH playable. Sleepy Dragon now is a 6/12 instead of a 4/12. Again, this is only a big deal because you'll be discovering it off of the Ray Straza nest. So, it just makes discovering that better, I guess. All right, but new to core. We talked about a lot of the Death Knight changes already. A lot of these cards returning. Ysera, Laughing Sister, I think it used to be 3 mana, so they made it 2 mana. Yeah. They gave it elusive, that's it. Oh, no, I mean, it always technically had elusive. I guess they didn't adjust the cost for it. Gage, the 3 runes down to 2 means they're back in the discovery pool. That's massive. Oh my god, the law is totally right. Wow, Mr. Law is correct. I forgot about that rule. So they introduced a rule to Death Knight where like the 3, like the total, what's the word I'm looking for? The extremities, like the when you would specialize into 1 rune, you couldn't discover those specific cards. I'm pretty sure it was cards like Vampiric Blood, and like the Mogren or whatever, the guy that would like end the game eventually over several turns. And a lot of the boss monsters were locked behind the 3 rune thing. So being able to remove those actually was a big deal. Now that you can discover them, that's going to matter. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I do think, like I said, I think Death Knight's going to be in a crazy spot after rotation. Not only do I think like the Plague Death Knight at the moment is really frustrating for a lot of Highlander builds, but I think naturally a lot of people will still figure out like those Highlander builds or like heavy deep draw builds to thin out the deck to get Reno to be playable is still going to be the way to go. And I think like post-rotation, like with the changes to Death Knight, a lot of them ending up being buffs, I think that deck is just going to get even better. So, we'll see. We'll see. All right. We already talked about Ziliax, cool card. They introduced a couple new signatures. I don't know why these ones. Nazos First Mate. This looks crazy cool. Where am I playing Nazos First Mate, though? Wild? I don't know. Brings me back to Pirate Warrior days, bro. Pirate Warrior. Damn. Anybody remember turn 1, you would play the small-time Buccaneer? Get your patches out the deck. Turn 2, Nazos First Mate. Get the weapon. Now everything's dealing 3. God, bro. Brings back memories. And then we also got a Noyatron. Sad little guy, bro. Poor little guy. What's wrong with him? Who fucked with my boy a Noyatron? I think that's it. Damn, bro. Wow, lots of news, bro. Obviously, I took the first 2 hours of this stream just going over these massive changes for Hearthstone. I cannot understate just how big they are. The game is going to shake up in a way where it only does once in a blue moon. So I'm really excited to see after their 10-year anniversary. I'm curious to see how the game shakes up and where it ends out. I'm going to be putting a lot more hours into it personally, just because I've been enjoying it as of recent, but also I really think there's no better time, no more exciting opportunity to get in than post-rotation when everything's up in the air and you just get to experience stuff for the first time with other players. Battlegrounds Duos is coming. Can I get you in on it? I hate Battlegrounds, Law. I don't think I'll play it, bro. Maybe for fun if you want to run one every now and again, but I really don't enjoy Battlegrounds. I tried to do it the other day. I did it for my quests, my dailies the other day. I really hated it, bro. It's just one of those things that something doesn't click for me for it. All right. Folks, let's start. Let's get the Wordle done. Let me use the restroom first. And then we'll do the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wordle. We'll do the daily. We'll skip the card guesser today. Let's play some Hearthstone then, okay? I'm going to put some music on. I'll be back shortly, okay? Oh, here we go. I'll put on something banging for you guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry I had to leave you waiting there for a minute. Are you guys ready to play? Did I get you in the mood? All right, let's put on the actual bangers now. Okay, card. We got the Wordle here. Let's do, to start off, I'm feeling Caius. I'm feeling it's a Caius day. Let's do Caius. All right, got an A in there. Sorry, guys, gonna get the volume right here. Okay. So we got an A in there. Death is still on the table. Sure, let's do death. Why not? Let's start with death. The DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency. My man Hank on the scene, bro. All right, what do we got? What if we start with bread? Could do better than bread. It's gotta be something better than bread, right? Bread's not even bad. That's the thing. That's like, that's a good guess. I hate that it's a good guess. I hate it. Send it. Oh. Okay. Wait. We can get this. We can get this. Wait. What the fuck? What is this word now? A. That ring a bell to anybody? Anything? Do you guys know anything that starts with that? Oh, it can't be eager. Drake? Can't be. The A's not in the middle. I'm thinking of something that ends in DEA. Well, it would have to start with an R then. Andre? Please tell me that's not an anime character, Mr. Carrot. Is Andre... Oh my god, bro. I would never figure it. I don't think anybody would figure this out if this is an anime character. Is Andre an anime character? I'm gonna look this up. Oh, he is? That's it. That's absolutely gotta be it. Ah, I want to smash everything! Bro, oh my god. Every time I think I could do this on my own, and then I get something like this, and I know I'll never get it. I know I would be sitting here for an hour and a half. Andre. Who? Bro, man, literally. All right, let's do the daily, though. What does Andre play? All right, Andre, what are you playing? He plays unicorns? All right, we'll do Thunder Unicorn, then. Actually, let's do Voltic Bicorn. I always like that card. All right, cool. It is I have a playset of Voltic Bicorns, by the way. I'm waiting for the Thunders to be good one day. It is a light effect monster. Lower than a level 7. Some low stats, but it's a newer card. Ecclesia or a Bujin. Let's do Bujin Yamato. All right, it's a level 4 light. 2012 or 2011? Yes, Sarah. Yeah, close enough. 2012 or 2011, it might have like 0 defense. Anybody like consecrated maybe? What's consecrated light? Oh, it has to be a 4. Damn. Is Victoria have low defense? No, it doesn't. Level 4 light with 0 defense. I'm trying to think of one with 0 defense. Can you guys think of any? Watt Cobra. It has 500. It needs less than 200. It's got to be a ween. I think we have to go to the book. I think we have to bust open the book. Wait, sure it. No, it has to be lower than 1800 attack. Monster, and it can't be a Beast Warrior too. It's not a Beast Warrior. So it's an effect level 4, light, less than 200 defense. It could be Watt Giraffe. It could be Lila. It can't be Lila because Lila has 200. Wait, I like Watt Giraffe. Oh, it's got to be newer than Watt Giraffe. So it's one of these. It's going to be, I think it's Daybreaker. This card's ass. Who? That's what I'm saying. This card is shit, bro. This card's actually terrible. Don't worry, I don't blame any of you for not knowing this card. It's fine. Roto-Target. I mean, yep. Just like any other warrior, right? All right, let's play. Can you guys hear the game sound? No, I don't think so, yeah. Just a second, let me fix it. Why can't I get this sound to work? What's going on? Come on, Hearthstone. Sorry, guys. Just a second. I don't know if there's a way to refresh this or something. Man, that's really frustrating. Why is it not working? Hold on. Oh, I think I got it. Can you guys hear that now? Should be quiet, because I don't like it too loud, but you should be able to hear it. At least the clicks and the bells and whistles. All right, we're gaming. All right. All right, let's play. So I'll show you guys what I've been playing recently. This is the deck that I've been queuing up. I've been having a good time with it. It is a version of Beetle Druid. It utilizes the end goal of getting to Audio Amplifier to get your hand and mana size to 11, and then finishing the game with Death Beetle. The combo is Death Beetle, Solar Eclipse, and then Shattered Reflections. If you play these 3 cards, you have to discount the hand with something like Lifebinder's Gift or have double Innervate or Funnel Cake. Once you do that, you deal 30 damage with triple Death Beetle, because once you have 11 mana, it gains +4 and +4 charge. So it's a 6 mana 10/10 with charge, and then you can summon it twice with the Solar Eclipse and Shattered, and that's 30 face. What else the deck does is it draws heavily through the deck with cards like Nourish. It draws with Aeonar. You can double up the Aeonar with the same combo of Shattered Reflections. So you can refresh your mana crystals, and then you can use the other 2 effects to fully heal yourself and draw until your hand's full. So you find yourself getting through your deck really quickly. So something like Reno, even though you have duplicates, becomes live pretty early. So against aggro decks, the goal is to just live until you can get them. Something like Pendant of Earths to heal up to 10 should be good. Or maybe Topior, if you can stick it early enough, should be fine. Lauren, what's up? How's it going? So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with this. I made a lot of changes recently. The first iteration of this deck that I was playing was one that focused strictly on the combo and had like no other course of action, right? Like other than that, you were playing Aeonar control. So I decided to add a couple more endgame cards to it. I put Yogg-Saron, Topior, and I play Ignis and Fizzle. These are all cards that in control matchups, like they win games on their own, right? Having them in the deck is pretty integral. I like the deck. Hopefully I'll give you guys a little bit of a look of how it plays. Maybe you guys enjoy it. Can you play a hero that isn't Cthulhu? He scares me greatly. No, just for you. Yeah, you know what? Fine. I'll play one that's not him, bro. How goes? It goes. It goes. We'll change the beetle one here. We'll play Ulfar. I paid good money for that Cthulhu artwork though. I paid a good $20 for that hero portrait. All right. Up against Rogue. This is a matchup where we have to hope they don't open a super heavy tempo hand so they can get ahead real quick. I think we're going to be mulling all this for... I only play one Pendant to Earth, so I think I'm going to keep Pendant, but I'm going to mull everything else and look for ramp. Cluster is ramp, but I'd rather find like Nourish or something like that. There's cards like Embracive Nature and stuff like that that are better. So we're going to get rid of all of these except Pendant. Pendant, because Pendant can keep us alive. And we're going to look for other ramp and stuff. Like, see, this is pretty good. Nourish and such. Okay, turn 1 he's passing. That's good. Our turn 1, I think we're going to be doing the same. Planet Evidence always looks good on turn 1, but I promise you guys there's not a lot of cards that it can discover that you would want to play this turn. I typically wait until turn 2 to play Evidence because it opens up things like Wild Growth and stuff like that you can play it right away. My turn 2 doesn't look like I'm doing anything anyways, so I'm just going to play Planet Evidence on 2. I'm very tired, but wanted to come say hi because I missed your streams lately. Have a good rest. Sending you good vibes. I haven't caught yours in a minute either, Lauren. I hope yours have been fantastic. I saw you got a sponsorship from Genshin Impact the other day. Are you kidding me? Dream sponsorship. Crazy. Okay, so I'm going to play Evidence here. I'm going to look for something like Wild Growth, or I can find like another Frost Lotus Seasoning. Okay, so I'm going to take this Lunar Eclipse. I'm going to play it. I'm going to kill this thing. And I'm just going to draw a card here. I'm going to get a little deeper into the deck. Oh, it's Miracle. Okay, I think this is even better for us. Depending on how much like resources he actually has, this deck is not going to be doing a whole lot until it pops off, which gives us more than enough time to be able to find our own place here. Audio Amplifier is good because that gives us a good turn off of Nourish. Once we get to turn 4 here, we're going to go Coin Nourish. And then Coin Nourish into Amplifiers, fine. Let's go Aquatic Form here, because the majority of our deck waiting for turn 3 is opened up. Like, see, now these are all drawable cards. Fizzle's, like, not bad because it copies 2 combo pieces at the moment. I don't want to stack Topior. It's too early. So let's take the Frost Lotus Seeding. Once we get this in the hand, too, over 2 turns, it'll start to become cheaper. I actually don't have anything else to do here, so I am just going to play this Amplifier. I could Pendant, because I'm not going to die, but what minion do I want in this grit? Nothing at the moment. Everything is too expensive. So yeah, let's just go Amplifier here. Pastor?
Monsters beneath you.
Okay, Lifebinder's Gift is really good here because it discounts a combo piece. I was talking about Coin Nourish looking strong here, which still looks to be the play. Something like Coin Nourish Lifebinder's Gift looks fine. I forget what's the combo. It is getting to 11 mana and then Death Beetle, Solar Eclipse, Shadowed Reflections on the Death Beetle. That's 30 damage phase. I like this sequence, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Coin, Nourish, Gain. We go up to 6 mana. It's either Lifebinders to reduce or Hero Power here.
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
Candle much lighter.
Okay. So we're still in a good spot here. I'm not like scared of dying because I have this Pendant of Earth. So I'm thinking I'm going to Embrace of Nature here. I'm wondering if I want to Forge it first. I have a 50-50 of hitting this Nourish, which I really want to hit the Nourish. If I Embrace and Nourish, I can draw. I can also Forge this and Embrace. Yeah, I'm going to Forge it. Because if I get the Nourish, I do want to still get the mana, even the next turn here. So that's fine. We'll just Hero Power, and we'll pass turn. Okay. Okay. You should play Cthulhu next looking. He's pretty sick looking. You think so? I think he's a pretty good looking guy. Funnel kick. Okay, well, I mean, this Nourish is always getting played, so let's just throw this down first. Okay, this Embrace of Nature doesn't get anything because I drew the Lifebinder's Gift. Frost Lotus Bloom looks pretty fine here. Gain 10. He attacks me the next turn, and I can Pendant, gain back up life. Pendant here doesn't look so bad either because it finds Aeonar. Does it have a guarantee?
What would be wise?
3 out of 4 chance to see Aeonar. Which Aeonar next turn is awesome because we're up at 11. I don't have a Solar Eclipse, though, which is a little bit frustrating.
Well played.
I hate this guy. Stop it. Let's go this. Let's pick up the Aeonar. We'll gain the armor. Okay, that's full combo. Now we just can't lose. Next turn we like win the game on the spot. You guys are about to see some absolute fucking heat next turn. Are you guys ready?
Let the Badlands burn.
Didn't you know you played Hearthstone? I do, my friend. I do. Quite enjoying the game. Okay, so we have their Death Beetle combo here we can play. Unfortunately, it's not the move because it doesn't kill him. Aeonar, I think tripling up is fine. I think that's the play I'm going to make. So we're going to play Aeonar. We're going to refresh our mana crystals. We're going to Solar. And I'm going to Shattered Reflection this guy. Nice. Let's restore to full. Let's draw to full. It's aquatic. I'll pick up the other Solar Eclipse. This is combo again. Let's go Life Binders to reduce.
But I'm not slow.
I'm going to play this Embracive Nature because it doesn't get anything. I just want it out of my hand. Okay, this looks pretty good. All right. So this is combo next turn here. Plus also the Fizzle can snapshot the hand so we can do it again. He has to out this board. And then he also has to put pressure on me. I didn't draw into Reno, which is really frustrating. The one card I want to see is this Reno Lone Ranger here. That's what I tried to draw through my deck to see, but I didn't. Not that when I'm in danger, I still have Yogg-Saron, which takes care of the board. It's just the easiest way to clean this up without giving him any triggers or anything like that. Still a chance that, whoa. Okay, I just got shit on. Nice discover. Oh my god. Okay, I have to snapshot this hand, and I want a Yogg here, I think. It's a tough hand, actually. This is I have everything working for me here. I have to just make sure I live another turn.
I bestow these gifts upon the world. The virtue of the wild.
I can also just take his fucking taunt guy here.
I'm not slow.
Oh my god, what the fuck? I don't have enough time to think of all that. Are you for real? Oh my god, Yogg-Saron. No way you just did that to me.
The pleasure is mine.
Shut up. Aw. That's just lethal. That is so frustrating. Thanks, Yogg. even if I...
Too soon.
Oh, that's so irritating. Even if I would have known that that was the result of my Yogsar on a second earlier, I could have healed myself up to full, given me another taunt, and then just having that additional turn, I would have drawn the Reno next turn, I'm sure of it. That's really frustrating. No, that's really frustrating I lost that way. I don't think we played that poorly. I think the only other alternative line was, like, I was thinking of that hand was able to use the Aonar combo again so I could heal up and draw the rest of my deck out. But if I would have did that play, I would have been out of Shattered Relics. No, that was the play. Because I could have Aonar'd, refreshed my crystals, played Fizzle, and then I could have doubled up. I could have drew the rest of the deck, including the Photographer. I would have had insane amounts of taunt. I would have had full life, and I would have been able to pull off the combo next turn. Yeah. So I definitely think I played that maybe correctly. Incorrectly. It sucks that I still lost to the 9 mana thing, pulling all that stuff out of the deck. Thanks, Yogg, but we're in Legend rank. We're 2,700. Okay, we're going to keep Embracing the Nature. Everything else is getting thrown away, I think, here. I can keep Solar Eclipse, actually. Because Solar Eclipse Embrace is fine. Especially against the Mirror match. Is Legend the highest rank? Yes. Yes. Yeah, so if you want, what this number means is I am number 2,700 in the United States. So, in other words, you better fucking respect me, nerd. Okay, so this Embrace of Nature is going to draw us. It has a 66% chance to get us Lifebinder's Gift. Shorter amount of chance to get Nourished. So I think majority of times I'm going to think it gets Lifebinder. If it's getting Lifebinder, what's my next tier turns looks like here?
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
If it is Lifebinders. Okay. So here, I'll explain this in a sec. So I'm going to use the Embrace Raw, get Lifebinders. That's what I thought it would get. If I play this on turn 3, reduce everything by 1, that nourishes for turn 4. Or I can go Coin Solar Nourish, and then I can Frost Lotus Bloom, draw 2. I'll be at like 10 mana at that point. I just need to see Aonar or something and kill it. Never played Hearthstone. Is it friendly to new players? Gundam, without exaggeration, it is extremely friendly to new players. They have new things to get you into the game, including something called Ketchup Packs. The Ketchup Packs give you up to, I think, 50 cards in one booster pack. And if you don't have a collection or if you haven't been playing for a while, it gives you a lot more cards than that to get you started. There's truly no better time to get into the game than now, bro. All right, so we're going to Lifebinders. I'm going to reduce. I could play this Planet Evidence, which I am. This Feral Rage is free. I could take Crystal Cluster, though. What do I think about the Cluster? Cluster's not going to remain discounted, which is upsetting. I could take Innervate, too, and, like, Innervate's just a good card.
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
I'm going to take the Crystal Cluster because this is going to get me to 10 mana in the course of 2 turns. So we're going to just take that and pass. God. Our Dragon opponent's insane opening, by the way. Double Splish Splash, Whelp, Take to the Skies, Wild Growth. Seems about right. Okay, so we're always nourishing here. I don't think I'm ever double nourishing. I'm keeping this Eclipse probably for this Frost Lotus. So let's go Nourish, Gain. I have 2 mana. I think I'll just take care of one of the Whelps. Coin Frost Lotus. What's my next turn? Crystal Cove, right? Always Crystal Cove, because that gets me to 10 mana. So I don't need to use the coin here. I don't need to gain this armor. Let's just go Hero Power. There's an argument to leaving him with the Whelps in case he puts on a third and makes my Funnel Cake active. But I don't have really any crazy combos that I'm cooking with right now that I need my Funnel Cake to be live.
The future will not be lost.
Okay. Ray Straws is really strong, but I'm not, like, scared of dying yet. And I still have Reno in my deck that I could totally find. Okay, well, we're always playing one of these Crystal Coves here. So we'll go up to 10. I could coin Funnel Cake, Solar Eclipse Frost Lotus, and that gives me a good chance to draw Reno, but also cards that keep me in the game. I like that. I don't mind wasting my Funnel Cake. Yeah. So we're going to draw 4 cards here, gain 20 armor.
May be old, but I'm not slow.
Okay.
Hey, you! Install these for me!
Okay. Posic would normally be really bad, but this is fine here.
We all exist in harmony.
Yo, I really need this Reno Jackson. There he is! Okay, unfortunately I have 2 duplicates. I have an Innervate and an Aquatic form I have to get out of my deck here. What does the 30 below the rank mean? Spectators? No, those are my friends. Those are my friends. This Frost Lotus Seedling blooms in a turn. If I'm not scared of dying, I can really just wait a turn. I need to see these last 2 cards here, bro. I need to see these last 2 bricks.
I may be old, but I'm not slow. Break through!
Okay. I played that turn with audio amplifier here because it sounds kind of weird, but I wanted to let this blossom because now it draws 2 cards and gains 10 armor, but also I can pair it with Reno. I can still draw into the Aquatic or Innervate and then pair it with Reno. If I draw Aquatic form, I can dig up an Innervate from the deck too, potentially. This sucks, but it's fine. We're not, like, completely out of it yet. I can still make my Reno live and win. I really need to make this Reno live. Okay. I have to see Aquatic form. If I see Aquatic form off of this Frost Lotus Bloom, I don't want to say I win. But we're in a fantastic spot. Can I get some prages in chat that we see Aquatic form? Please, Aquatic. 2 out of 14. It's not in our odds. No! No! I'm not dead, but I might as well be. Oh my god. I didn't know you played Drum Circle naturally in the deck.
Couldn't have done it better myself.
I don't know. I don't think that one was played that poorly. Really came down to having our Reno active for the last few turns. I think we drew pretty heavily into the deck. We just didn't see it. It's okay.
Ulfar versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. My wisdom is not for the faint of heart.
Okay. All right. We'll keep the Embrace. Mulligan the last two. This matchup sucks. I'm probably going to lose this match too. Why am I on a lose streak? It's because you guys are watching. That's why I'm not able to win games. It's because you guys are observing.
One dose solves any problem.
Whoa, is that aquatic form? Could have used that earlier. All right. These suck. Okay.
And now, the premiere act. Me!
Okay, 2 Embraces in nature. This is a rough one. One of these have to be forged to make this Ignis live. If I'll even find an opportunity Ignis. I think Ignis on curve is looking creamy. Like Ignis 4, weapon 5, and then stabilize with the weapon. Hopefully this second Embrace gets me into ramp or something to get me to turn 10. I don't mind that. I also don't mind. We should probably aquatic here. Well, not much of a choice. I don't want the Reno. I'm probably not going to make it to turn 10. So we'll take one of the Frost Lotus seedlings. And I am going to forge this Embrace. Am I? What if I get Lifebinder? If I get Lifebinder next turn, I just play Lifebinder. And, like, that's not that good. I think on-curve Ignis is unironically going to be the play. So let's forge one of these. We'll go turn 4 Ignis for the turn 5 weapon. And we'll look for, like, Lifesteal, Wind Fury, or, like, Armor Wind Fury, something like that to, like, keep us in this game. Realistically, this matchup, I just, like, I'm worried about surviving because this deck gets quick really fast. You verse me, you won't. You're scared. Petrified, honestly, bro. All right, cool. So we are going to just play the Ignis. I'm looking for Cleave, Armor Gain, Immunity? Is Immunity good? Probably. Like, Immunity Armor's probably fine. That seems so bad. Give me the Wind Fury. Ah, okay, give me that. All right. Well, we're taking a shit ton of damage. I don't know if we win this one. I think we lose this one like probably every time. This is a tough matchup. Now, see, like, this weapon doesn't do shit. Yeah, we lost the game here. It's like, Solar Eclipse Frost Lotus is the one way of surviving right now. I can't weapon. Weapon would clear this, this, this. I take 9, I lose the next turn. That's 9 on board. So let's go. That fucking blows. Let's go Eclipse, Seedling. Just see what these 2 draws are. Okay, just get me out of the game.
The cycle continues.
That's a rough matchup, too. That deck is typically very fast. Guys, I promise I'm good at this game. I have not just lost every match so far because I'm the worst Hearthstoner you've ever encountered, bro. That Yogg game was still really depressing. It's fine.
Ulfar versus Deathwing.
Embrace the chaos. My
Okay.
wisdom
So this is our best matchup. So if I lose this matchup, I give everyone in chat permission to keck W. If I lose the Warrior matchup, I look like an idiot because this is always free. Didn't I just lose to Warrior, actually? What did I just lose to? No, I lost to Warlock. All right, so we're going to keep the Solar Eclipse. We'll mulligan everything else. All right, not bad.
I see you've brought guests.
Okay, good draw. Hopefully we can see this for 3 turns here. Coin Forge the Embrace is a play, and then play the Embrace. That's not the best idea. I could probably just keep this coin, retain it, and wait a turn. What if I Coin Forge? No, okay. So the next play I'm thinking of is turn 2, we forge this Embrace. Turn 3, we can coin Solar Embrace. Guaranteed draw Nourish and the Life Binder. And then that they're both doubled up and they're really strong. I kind of like that play. It's against, we're against Azurite. Well, we're against Ox. Sorry. We're up against Brand Warrior, which isn't too bad. This deck takes a while to get started, which is really good for us because we need turns too. I'm going to Forge the Embrace. I'm going to use that play that I was talking about next turn. We're going to coin Solar and then Embrace, and then we're going to draw 2. Hopefully we see a Nourish. I need to see 1 Nourish at least for the play to feel worth it. Okay, now I'm guaranteed to see 1. So we will go coin Solar Eclipse, Embrace of Nature. See the other Life Binder's gift. And the Nourish. Awesome. Next turn is turn 4. We can take that turn and we can use Life Binder's gift to discount the hand. Does their life total fuck up your combo? Yeah, so it won't be at exactly 30, but Shattered Reflection shuffles a copy into the deck. So the Death Beetle, I only need to have 11 total mana. If I draw a Death Beetle later, it's a 6 mana 10/10 charge. So even if it takes more than 1 turn to kill him, like overcoming multiple 10/10 charges is like near impossible. That's a big draw. That is a massive draw. Let's get this Nourish down. Okay. Going to play Life Binder. I'm going to reduce the cost of the rest of the cards in the hand here. Topior next turn looks fierce. Let's use this. Oh, wait. Let's use the Aquatic. Let's see what we're working with. Another Nourish. Frost Lotus Seasoning. Let's take the Seedling. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, I wasn't going to get it anyways. I only have 2 mana. Oh, I should have took the Reno then. Because it's almost live. That was a fuck up. And that's on the bottom of my deck now. That's embarrassing. We'll see him, though. Don't worry. Okay. 8. Use this. Baller. Okay. This turn, it's always going to be probably Crystal Cluster here. Just try to set up for a Topior turn. Because Topior, again, is an infinite value. So let's go Cluster. I'll play my free Frost Lotus Seedling. Just gain 5 extra life and take a card out of the deck. Next turn, it's going to be Topior into just draw as many cards as I can. With cards like Planet Evidence and Frost Lotus. Hopefully see some of the better cards out of our deck. ETC is really good because it has the cards like Dirty Rat in it. Theotar and stuff are really frustrating. My hand's not loaded right now, but I'm going to have so many cards in hand where it might be fine. All right, so we're going to still execute. Ooh, Audio Amplifier is really good. Let's play Topior, of course. What is this deck called? It's called Beetle Druid is typically what you hear. We'll play Planet Evidence. I'll pick up a Mark of the Wild because it'll be free. Play another one. Sorry, that took me a minute to map out there. I had to go quiet. Sticking Topior is huge here because the rest of our hand and the rest of our deck is like the majority nature stuff. So being able to have infinite 3/3s on the board to contest minions he plays is going to end up being really strong. Still looking for Reno here, especially with the Ox coming down. But he didn't play Brand, so we're probably fine. Caligarn. This is a sap! We were talking about sap earlier, guys. Caligarn. You guys about to see something sick? Guys, I'm going to Shattered Reflections his Coligarn. I'm going to take his Ox, and I'm going to play his Ox. He's going to feel so bad. Oh, wait. Reno? Oh, now I don't know. Do I hit him with the Jackson, or do I take his fucking Ox, bro? I want his Ox so bad. Give me the Ox. Give me the fucking Ox, bro. You know I want it. I think I do. Give me it, bro. Yeah, no, it's my Ox. All right, what do we got? Give me Thunderbringer because it's a taunt. Give me Thunderbringer because it's a taunt, I guess, bro. I'm off to sleep, world. Be well, folks. See you, Kensho. Thanks for hanging, bro. Hope you enjoyed the stream, fella. No! He took his Ox back! No! Don't worry. Don't worry! I'm gonna Reno him this time. Unless he lets me Kolagarn it again. Okay, little taunt action.
Amuse me with your
An Odin. Okay, just needed an 8/8, I guess.
haste.
Okay. Question is, can I get back this Ox again? Yes. Five.
What would be wise?
5 play. Is it worth it? No, I'm just gonna. No, it's not worth it. Let me just play it safe. We're gonna fizzle, shuffle back the Reno, and we're gonna Reno the board.
For a stand-up? Careful, it's against me. Firmly pressed.
General Vezax, that's in your ETC. Why is that guy in your ETC?
You've been in tighter scrapes, Reno. Move fast here.
This looks like the worst place in the game. It might be the worst play in the game. It might. I think probably playing the Aonar was right. This was probably pretty bad. We'll see. He gets it back. At what cost? His entire turn? Sure. Not even like it does a hell of a lot anyways, too, right? He has to have armor. Okay. One of those days and banger.
I bestow these gifts upon the world. The virtue of the wild.
Okay, so that's combo. Okay, so now all I need is I need a way to discount this. Or I just need to get him to 20, and then I can double it up and kill him. I feel like in full control of the game right now. I really don't think there's anything he can do that scares me. I have multiple taunts up. I've got a board he has to not only kill, but I've got follow-up. I've got a lethal angle if I can draw the right card. I've got 5 cards left. 6 cards left, sorry. I've got removal with Yogg. He's spending 7 mana to play a bozo that summons itself once. Sure. Baby, when I heard you for the first time, I knew we were meant to be. Okay, and then we win here, I think. Yep, especially with Funnel Cake. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yep. I knew I'd get a game eventually, bro. This one is so easy, though. This matchup is really, I hate to say free, but the warrior deck takes way too long to set up. So it's like, it really doesn't, actually, it's not a threat. By the time they summon the Odin, you've already put like 8 Aeonars on board and you're chilling. So that one's like, it is really easy. Gage Stone, you know how it gets, bro. Almost 500 wins on the Druid, yep. Surprising I don't have it on the Druid. I only have it on the Warrior at the moment. I think I almost have it on my Warlock as well. I think I'm up in like the 450s in the Warlock. Do any of you guys have 500 wins on your hero? I have 1,000 wins on my my Warrior. Because I'm a nerd, though. I'm a nerd. Against OTK Warrior, how do you deal? Well, your beetles, your death beetles have taunt. So, and Aeonar creates taunts. So by the time you start summoning your Aeonar, because you've ramped, you're already like setting up things that they can't deal with. DK, probably Rainbow. I've seen a lot of Rainbow. I like Pendant in this matchup because it keeps me alive. I don't think I need Amplifier or Life Binders. I don't mind this whole hand, honestly. It's the only one I'm not sure about because I don't even think I'll see turn 11. Let's trade this one for, like, hopefully another spell. You winning, streamer? Jeff, we're trying our best. We got a couple games. And by couple, I think we've only won 1 so far. It's fine, though. Okay, so it is Rainbow. We're just going to Forge the Embrace. This has a better chance to draw Nourish, so I'm hoping that's what it gets me next turn.
One more death can't hurt.
What's that hero power do? Which one? The Death Knight hero power, this one creates a 1/1 goal with charge. Dies at the end of the turn. The Druid one gains an armor and it gains an attack, and I get to punch a monster. That was the swim set, by the way. I really like that set. This is really good for him. I don't have a way to beat this right now. I think my best way is to just not put monsters on the table to give him trades. Please nourish. Wonderful. Haven't played since before Death Knight. Yeah, it's 2 mana. Create a 1/1 with charge. That's the end. Pretty cool, actually, honestly. Okay, so we're coming up on some critical turns here. Summoning Ignis doesn't look as bad anymore. It could get me a 10 mana weapon, which I'll eventually be able to see. Yeah, it creates a body. Even a 5 mana weapon doesn't seem so bad here, actually. Because what? If I go Ignis on 4, Nourish on 5, on turn 8, I can weapon Frost Lotus. And that's not so bad. Yeah, I like that. So we're looking for like Wind Fury or Lifesteal or something like that. Okay, always Wind Fury. We'll take armor. Okay, cool. All right, now we just got to live 2 turns, and then we can stabilize until we make it to turn 10 with Aonar. And then we can make some combos happen, hopefully.
Great harvest, eh, Paul?
Yes, Ma.
Mon Paw's a little frustrating, but I'm going to literally let him keep it. Not anything I can deal with right now. We're always playing this Nourish this turn. Yep. Okay, very confident we'll live here. So now once we live a turn or two here, I can even Solar Eclipse Frost Lotus Bloom if I really, really need to survive. Runic Axe is going to be able to help us stabilize for sure. We're in a great spot. Last format I played was Pure Paladin. Is it played now? Smargos, are you talking about even just like a couple months ago? That's the last time Pure Paladin was playable. It's still really good right now, actually. The Paladin has a lot of really crazy cards going for it. Yeah, so it's... Paladin is still really good. Less in a pure form. There's like better variants now. Okay, so we're running a little bit low on life. I could Axe here and then attack twice, and that gains a lot, and then I could Frost Lotus. I could even Solar Frost Lotus. And that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Let's get the weapon down. Let's attack into this. Let's attack into this. I'm not going to take care of his Mom Paw. He can keep it right now. We'll go Eclipse Frost Lotus.
My hand is full.
That's a big misplay on my part.
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
Okay, so I stacked the Fizzle for next turn. I need to draw Innervate and Crystal Cluster before my Reno is live. Next turn, if anybody's curious what we're doing, we're going to be playing Evidence twice and probably look for Draw. We're going to try to see if we can sculpt the hand into something that we can fizzle. And then hopefully Reno the turn after that if we don't die. I think we're in a good spot. I think we should be fine on life, though. I'm kind of upset I fucked up the pendant there. That pendant would have actually been really awesome. Okay, Fizzle. All right, let's go Evidence. Those all fucking suck. Natural Causes is free, so I'll take it. Evidence. This is probably our best choice. This is going to look bad. I'm going to burn one card because I don't care about the rest of my deck. So I'm going to use this, draw up to 10. Sure, and then I'm going to fizzle the hand. Okay, we're doing great still. Next turn we we don't win the game, but we're in a really great spot. I'm almost close to getting this Reno live. Next turn I think is an Aonar combo turn. We can go Aonar pop off on a full board, and then we can set up the audio amplifier, draw the rest of the combo out. How is he above 40 life? Ma and Pa. Ma and Pa has an effect that at the end of the turn he gains corpses, and he can spend 5 of them at the start of his turn to gain 5 health permanently. So he's been having this on the board for the last 18 turns or something like that. You gotta kill this, bro. That's the juiciest trade I've ever seen if you let me do that. Wow, amazing. Thank you. Okay, so we just need Innervate now, and then our Reno's live. Since I have the full combo locked under Fizzle, this is still just an Aonar combo kind of turn. So we'll go Aonar. I'm going to refresh those crystals. It's all under Fizzle. So we'll go Solar. I'll go Shatter. I'll heal. I'm going to play the Amplifier. This allows me to draw an extra card.
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
Okay, so Reno's live now. We can still draw the snapshot. It won't burn. He has to take care of this, and then he has to take care of a double Aonar Reno board next turn. Honestly, don't see this guy winning this game, bro. How are you guys enjoying the stream, by the way, if you're still with me? Sorry if I'm a bit, like, engulfed in the games. Trying really hard to win.
I have but little time.
Oh, shit. Unholy Frenzy. Yikes. Nice. Good thing he took those ones. Okay, obviously look at this. This is broken. What do these do? Restore and draw? What does this do? Draw? Crazy.
I bestow these gifts upon the world. The virtue of the wild.
Looking for a standoff?
I'm just setting up some plays to win the game eventually over the next few turns.
The runes decide your fate.
Some weird looking Edison? Yeah, right, isn't it? Did this game get less toxic? Not really. Maybe in some ways. I'm enjoying the game though. Bro, I really fuck with the game. All right. So the obvious play would be to beetle and copy the beetle. That'd be 20, 35 damage. It's not lethal. I want to take care of his Primus. I got a question relating Hearthstone, if you don't mind me asking it. I don't mind you asking at all, my friend. What do you got? Lay it on me. I'm going to just take his Primus. Give it to me. Uh-oh.
Fast here. Frost, mark of the bitter. One shot is all I need.
The magic of life.
What are the expansions currently in standard right now? Everything from castle. Oh my god, everything from the castle and forward. There's a lot that rotates out direct, actually. They just announced rotation. So it should be a really big deal recently, what they're getting rid of. Keep an eye out. Why did this guy just not do anything? What a weirdo. I don't have a way to remove any of my minions.
The beauty of nature.
One shot is all I need. Fast here. All around you.
Okay, this is tough, bro. I heard it changes every 2 years, or if I'm recalling it wrong. No, it does. You're right. It does change every 2 years. They're about to go undergo like an actual massive new change really, really soon. So it's really exciting, man. You're picking a good time to be interested again. This fucking blows.
It's so crazy, it just might work.
The strong flourish. It's only natural.
Move fast here.
Nature itself detests you. The magic of life.
Madness will
Okay, that beats fatigue. Thanks, Yogg.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Good night, Blub. See you, Skitsy. Take it easy. Malignant Horror? Man, that's like 18 turns too late, my guy. I don't think this is lethal. I think this still clears a bit. But... Oh, wait, is it? I think this is lethal.
Getting a little light on cards here.
20... Yep. What the hell just silenced and life stole everything? So that ability he played was called Blood Boil. He played it earlier in the game. Blood Boil is a 5-mana Death Knight spell. Infect all enemy minions. At the end of the turn, they deal 2 damage, and it life steals. So it does that every single end until they die. If you silence a Titan, does it turn into a normal minion? Yes, it does. If you silence a Titan, it just becomes a dude. Just a dude that can attack. The Titans cannot attack until they use all 3 of their abilities. How do you cure them? If they're silenced, you can't unsilence a minion. There's no way to unsilence a minion. The only way to do it is to add it back to your hand and summon it again. The deck, if you want the deck, there's the list. I'll give you the code. Hold on. Here's the code if anyone's curious. Ooh. Why did it just not give me the number? Why would I ever want the full list like that? Let's send one more, guys. Let's do one more. All right, Warlock again. Unfortunately, this matchup fucking blows.
Your peril. My wisdom is not for the faint of heart.
I want to keep this Frost Lotus Seedling because this is 10 armor, which is really good. I'm thinking of like I'm trying to craft a play where I go Forge Embrace and hit Life Binders. Nourish on 4, Seedling. Yeah, that's the play. So the line that I'm seeing, if anybody doesn't see it, what I'm thinking is turn 1's going to be just pass. Turn 2, I'm going to Forge this Embrace of Nature. Turn 3, we're going to play it, draw Life Binder. And then we'll coin the Life Binder. Turn 4, play Nourish. And then we can play the Frost Lotus Seedling. And it'll be buffed by then, I think. That's our fastest way to ramp and also get enough armor. He's tapping on 2, which is awesome. He doesn't have the 3-2 chick that makes the barrel. Solar Eclipse is, like, interesting. I don't know if it really changes anything. There's, like, a possibility of coin Solar Embrace. And the following turn, like, guaranteeing having both Nourish and Life Binders. Is the Warlock deck an aggro deck? Yeah, it's pretty aggressive. It also just has a whole bunch of really good mid-range capabilities. So it really is a threat. I'm like super confident I'm going to hit this Life Binder's gift. Please. Now it's a 50-50. Run it. Okay, that's pretty good still. Sure.
The overture is upon us.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. That's going to be able to ramp us up real nicely. Okay, so it's always going to be Nourish this turn. Literally no debate on that. We're up to 6 mana. Topior next turn looks fierce. I could Lifebinder again.
I wonder. I wonder. I may be old, but I'm not slow.
I'm looking to get this Torpio down next turn. And play a couple free spells to clear up the board.
And now, the premiere act. Me!
Was there a world where you Solar Eclipse Nourish to ramp to 10? Can't do it that turn because I would need to wait a full turn to do that play. And my turn 10s aren't looking too crazy anyways. So I don't think so. All right, let's go Topior. Let's go Planet Evidence. Natural Causes is a free nature spell. We're doing pretty good here. A play that I see next turn is Eclipse into Crystal Cluster. That only makes a full board of 3/7s, but also gets us to 10 mana. Did we audio amplifier yet? No, we haven't. Especially since he's used a Fatigue, I feel a lot better doing that too. I don't think I'm dead here. Christ. I'm dead to any barrel. He has a barrel of sludge in hand. I gotta find some way to heal.
What would be wise?
Pendant to Earth draw. It doesn't do enough. I gotta find a way off of Planet Evidence here.
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
Fuck! I'm still dead to... I don't win this game. I'm still dead to... any barrel of sludge. can't believe this is at 2 health. So, like, the sludges still go face. Like, double sludge kills me here still. I know he has 1 sludge in hand. He has 1 sludge. Okay, wait. There's potential. I see Nourish, pick up Pendant of Earth if I can. I see Yogg, take the 6/8.
I wonder.
Let's hope for a Yogg miracle. I don't think I had a way to beat that. Getting me at 2 health was like really fucking good actually. I don't know. I feel like I could have played that maybe a little more carefully. It's another one of those situations where if I lasted 1 more turn I would have had him, right? It's all right. All right, folks. I am going to log off for the night, I think. Thanks, everyone, for coming out and hanging out for this Hearthstone day. I know it's not my typical stuff. I'll be back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Again tomorrow, I believe. Today, I wanted to spend some time playing the game. After all the news that got released today, I'm very excited to start playing Hearthstone in 2024. Next month, all this stuff goes into effect, and it'll be fun. I'm going to bump you guys over to Whale. Huge fan. Can you guys go tell him I said hello? Y'all have been great. Thanks for hanging. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? This is fun today, guys. I like this game. What a good game. Much to learn. Much to learn. I'm going to get good. All right, folks. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.